Pujols when we come back. It's Amber and Total Access on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
This is former Cardinals shortstop and postseason MVP David Eckstein. Erica Sawyer with Country Financial in Jerseyville is proud to support the St. Louis Cardinals and the local community. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, Country takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs. They explain what options work best for you, making insurance easy. Search Erica Sawyer, Country Financial, to get a quote or book an appointment today.
Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
In Cardinals country, your home deserves local experts who show up like neighbors and perform like pros. 3MG Roofing brings home field advantage to every job. Local teams, local knowledge. Ready to handle anything from shingle repairs to premium tile or historic slate. Whatever your roof needs, we deliver it with white glove service every time. Visit 3mg.com to learn more.
Gosman, 7 shutout innings, and the Cubs with the lead.
Well, you love those numbers. 7 innings, 3 hits, scoreless. He struck out 6, walked only 1, 94 pitches.
Tie game in the ninth. The pitch is
Ripped into right field. Tony Seagoes puts the Red Sox ahead with an RBI triple.
Oh, Kevin McGonigal, don't do it to him.
Comes up, makes a brilliant diving play and a good strong throw. Look at this play.
Nimmo back to the wall, reaches up, and he got it!
Brandon Nimmo takes a 2-run home run away from Andrew Benintendi.
It's a 3-homer game. Cal Raleigh, a monster night. The big dumper is back.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Great relationship, great memories, throughout the years wearing the bat. And, that's something that I would say I didn't accomplish by myself, man. I accomplished together. They pay the price for us, opportunity to spend some time, some of them with me. And now to go in there into the Cardinal Hall of Fame wearing that red jacket is something that it's a dream come true, you know. Never thought about it until, you know, that moment came this year. And I was like, wow, man, it's going to be pretty special. Opening day, wearing, you know, a red jacket and you know, just being part of the ceremony now, not wearing a uniform, now wearing a red jacket, man, that's going to be really special.
Albert Pujols, who will be part of the Cardinals Hall of Fame ceremony with Yadier Molina. What a combo that is. Bill Sherdell also going into the Cardinals Hall of Fame on Saturday, September 12th. It's a big weekend of activity here at Busch Stadium. On Friday, September 11th, the Cardinals will host a 20-year anniversary reunion of the 2006 World Championship team. That will be over 30 former players and coaches from that team. National Baseball Hall of Famers Tony La Russa and Scott Rowland. Cardinals Hall of Famers Chris Carpenter, Jim Edmonds, Jason Isringhausen, Albert and Yachty, Jose Oquendo, and World Series MVP David Eckstein are all scheduled to take part in a pregame Ford truck motorcade around the warning track. That'll begin at 6:30 p.m. before that evening's 7:15 game against the White Sox. Tickets for that game, starting at just $15, are on sale at Cardinals.com, by phone 314-345-9000, or the Busch Stadium box office. The St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame ceremony is on Saturday, September 12th. Tony La Russa has an event at the factory in Chesterfield to benefit his La Russa Rescue Champions, and he'll have an incredible event looking back at 06 with Albert and Yachty in the house for that as well. So it's a big weekend for Albert Pujols, and many thanks to him for joining us. That's part of a special that we will air on our flagship station, KMOX, 2 weeks from today. Coming up next, final thoughts before we take you to the Cardinals and the Orioles. I'm Tom Ackerman. This has been Inside the Clubhouse, built by Window Nation on Amber and Total Access on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by
Kevin McGonigal, don't do it to him. Diaz is aced by Kevin McGonigal, holding the line.
Can't do it any better. Nimmo back to the wall, reaches up, and he got it!
Brandon Nimmo at the wall, brings it back.
He saves 2 runs, and he ends the inning.
Coleman going to give it a go himself. Only one over there. He makes the catch.
Who says pitchers aren't athletes?
At the right field.
Good jump by Siri, and he makes the catch on the run, diving forward to finish it. Hey, Siri, show me a great grab. Long run, Siri, he races for it, and he slides, dives, and makes the catch. What a play by Siri. Line drive out into left field, Happ sliding, and Ian makes a great catch.
Coming in is Cronenworth, glove to get him.
Came out of nowhere and just sort of served it all in one motion with his glove to get Horwitz at first base, 2 away.
Here's Garrett Mitchell, and he's 2 for 3 today. 2-1 the count, and that one's in the air to center field pretty deep. Rodriguez going back, he's at the wall, and she is gone! Garrett Mitchell backspins one off the batter's eye.
That could have been the backbreaker right there. Boy, Garrett Mitchell, lefty versus lefty, knocks one out of here. Boy, the Brewers needed that in a big way. Now
Cardinal baseball coming your way with a 1:15 first pitch. That'll be coming from Gordon Graceffo. It is a bullpen game for the Cardinals, and the first batter that Graceffo will face is Jackson Holliday. He is back in the lineup as the leadoff hitter and batting second, and then he'll have to deal with Pete Alonso. Pete is having some series. He's 5 for 8. With 6 RBIs across the first 2 games. He's going to attempt to hit a home run in 3 straight games for the first time in an Orioles uniform, and he's now tied with Yordan Alvarez for the AL lead with 91 RBIs. He's 4 homers behind Alvarez with 36. Has a serious chance to take a run at some huge numbers this year. So really a great season for Pete Alonso. We would love to see what the Cardinals bullpen can do today, if they can string these relievers together and put a W on the board, and if the offense can come alive as they did yesterday in that 5th inning. You just never know when the Cardinals can put a little something together. The Cardinals need a win to avoid getting swept at home for the first time since late April when the Mariners got them. John Rooney, Ricky Horton, Mike Claiborne, Jim Jackson. They will have the broadcast coming up. Then Matt Pauley will follow with the postgame show. I'm Tom Ackerman. Thanks to our producer, Jonathan Camp. You've been listening to Ameren Total Access on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
Valley slams it deep left center.
Kittle turning around. Goodbye, home run. No, it hit the roof. It hit the roof and came back in. He may have an inside the park home run. No, they're going to hold him. They can't. He went through the sign. Fisk has got him. There's one for the books.
2 outs, and now Neto will bat.
He could be a batting title winner. He can compete in that aspect.
This ball is hit out toward left center. It's deep, and it is gone. Zach Neto absolutely rips one. A 3-run homer. Neto has driven in 5 tonight, and it's been all halos here in Houston.
He's been Magneto all night long. Took a real good play by Altuve on a rocket to second base to keep him from having a perfect night. 428.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. By Explore St. Louis. We're all about the great things to do in St. Louis. Visit ExploreSt.Louis.com. By Central Bank, the hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals. And by the Painting and Decorating Foundation. Visit stlouispdf.org to learn more. Now, St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
Welcome to St. Louis Cardinals baseball from Busch Stadium, downtown St. Louis. It's the final game of a 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles, who play in the American League East, and the Cardinals, who are in third place in the National League Central. They're 15.5 games out, and they have really been struggling in terms of the wild card as they have lost 5 straight games, and they're getting out of the picture very quickly here. Cardinals have not played as well at home. They're 32-36, 34-32 on the road. The Orioles have won 4 of their last 5, and yesterday's game was a wild one, an 8-7 Baltimore victory. The Cardinals had the tying run in scoring position in the 9th inning here last night, but they weren't able to get that run across. They were out hit 13-11 by Baltimore. Most of Baltimore's hits came early as Michael McGreevy gave up 5 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second, was able to settle down and give them a chance, and the bullpen was good after that, though Riley O'Brien gave up a run in the 9th inning. The Cardinals' big highlight, a 6-run 5th inning, and they had 6 runs on 4 hits in that inning, and big hits by Jordan Walker, Nathan Church, and Alec Burleson. Burleson with 2 RBIs now has 98. This is Ricky Horton. I'll be alongside John Rooney. He is the voice of the Cardinals. Mike Claiborne with us on the broadcast.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say. Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park, and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
In right field, but they're going to have to hold Jelks at third. Going now, the ball gets away from O'Neill. He kicks it to Benzinger.
No, I do not believe you.
He kicked the ball to Todd Benzinger. You will never, ever again see this, so take a look.
And it is a perfect kick. This is the all-timer.
Special. Enjoy the friends, Kevin. I'll take the wins on Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Missouri. Claim an app. T&Cs apply.
If you're looking for a career with a real future, the Painting and Decorating Foundation might be the answer.
Got out of college, my career choices were very limited, and this provided me with a plan for the present and the future at the same time.
I like working my hands. I like leaving and seeing exactly what I accomplished that day.
I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, and I was making less than I make as a first year apprentice painter.
The Painting and Decorating Foundation reminds you it's your future. Check out stlouispdf.org.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a reliable Medicare plan so you can focus on all the things that matter to you? Well, with United Healthcare Medicare plans, that's exactly what you get. Support every step of the way. In fact, 4 out of 5 members are satisfied with the benefits and coverage provided by their United Healthcare Medicare plan. Count on United Healthcare to be there with Medicare coverage for your whole life ahead. Learn more at uhc.com.
Welcome back to Busch Stadium. Let's go over our starting lineups here this afternoon. It's a nice sunny day in downtown St. Louis. The lineup's presented by Bet365, where winning is everything. We'll start with Craig Albernaz, who is a longtime minor league player, longtime minor league coach, and he's just 43 years of age. His first year as a manager in the big leagues, and his team playing much better baseball of late, and they're still in the wild card hunt in the American League.
All right, Ryan, PSA dove in. Do we have them graded?
We do. This is the first set of graded cards from the 2024 Topps MLB Network set.
I'm so excited about this. Now, they all have the same grade, or?
No.
So one of us will be like the highest graded card.
Could be. There could be multiple. So first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
We're about ready for baseball here this afternoon. The sun is shining and a new day for the Cardinals after a couple of tough losses. In fact, they've lost 5 straight. Baltimore has won 4 out of 5, and they're going for the sweep today. And it's Gordon Graceffo, as he will be the first guy in a bullpen day for Oliver Marmol. Graceffo's had I would say a pretty decent season. 7-1 record, 3.13 ERA. 26-year-old will probably go a couple of innings. It'll be hard to really tell just how low the pitch count is. Probably will have a big bearing on just how long he stays in this game, but maybe a couple of innings for him. And then we'll see a bunch of relievers here the rest of the day. But Graceffo will deliver the first pitch, and it's sponsored by Rawlings, the official baseball of Major League Baseball. And he's going to be working with Pedro Pajes for a bit, who throws the ball down to second base. And around the infield it goes, in a different infield for the Cardinals. Burleson at first base, that's not different, but it'll be Urias playing second, Fermin, the Cardinals shortstop, and Blaze Jordan over at third, with Baez, Church, and Walker in the outfield from left to right. And here we go with our first pitch. It'll be delivered to Jackson Holliday, second baseman for the Orioles. And here with our first pitch is the voice of the Cardinals, John Rooney.
Okay, Ricky, here we go with day baseball at Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis, Missouri. The first pitch of the game by today's Cardinal opener, Gordon Graceffo. Jackson Holliday takes a fastball strike. We're underway. .83 degrees here in downtown St. Louis at 1:15. The pitch drifts off the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike on Holliday, who had a 3-hit game in Game 1 of this series. Very pleasant day right now in St. Louis. Wind blowing from left to right at 10 miles an hour. Some clouds in the area. A swing and a miss as Graceffo works ahead of Holliday. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Working ahead is what Michael McGreevy did not do yesterday, something he typically does do, but I think that forced him to pitch a little backwards yesterday, and the Orioles jumped on him early, but he at least was able to get through 5.
The 1-2 pitch to the game's leadoff batter. A swing and a miss. He got him with a slider, and that's the way our game begins today in downtown St. Louis.
Graceffo strikes out Jackson Holliday, who's 0 for his last 8. And here's Pete Alonso. Alonso for the series, 5 for 8, a double, 2 homers, an intentional walk, 3 runs scored, 6 RBIs. He has struck out once. Graceffo holding the ball right down to 3 on the pitch timer, and the first pitch in there for strike 1. Another first pitch strike. 2 for 2 in that regard today for Graceffo, who is working as an opener for the second time in his career. On July the 10th, 2024 against Kansas City, he started a game. The pitch just inside. No challenge by Pedro Pajes. 1-1. He went 3 1/3 that day. 4 hits with 3 earned runs, a homer, didn't walk anybody, struck out 2, and threw 38 pitches getting into the 4th inning. They play Alonso to pull on the infield, the opposite in the outfield. A swing, and there's a ball hit foul off to the right. Alonso, with his 2 home runs, has hit one to left center field and then one to right field.
16 home runs against the Cardinals and a high OPS among all active players against St. Louis. Over 1,000. 104 is his OPS.
Alonso with the 1-2 pitch coming up from Graceffo. That bounces. 2 balls, 2 strikes. After 2 outs in the first inning yesterday, the Orioles got their line moving. The next 5 batters managed to get on and score. 3 on a home run by Leody Taveras. And then Alonso hit his home run in the second inning, a 2-run blast. The 2-2 pitch with 1 out. Alonso strikes out, and he missed a curveball. So a slider for a strikeout of Holliday, a curve strikes out Alonso, and a good opening for Gordon Graceffo. He'll face Gunnar Henderson. Henderson is 1 for 9 in the series with a walk, 2 runs scored, and he has struck out twice.
You think he's a better pitcher when we call him Graceffo or when we call him Graceffo?
Well, so far Graceffo's working out just fine.
Stay right there. He says either actually is acceptable with his Italian heritage.
Here's the pitch, and there's a ball hit high in the air, left field, playable by Baez, and he puts it away. Henderson, a fly ball out. 1-2-3 go the Orioles, with the Cardinals coming to bat at Busch Stadium in St. Louis.
This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. At Missouri Farm Bureau Health Plans,
Cooperstown opened its doors to new inductees in an unforgettable ceremony. The common theme of their acceptance speeches being starstruck sharing the stage with their idols and acknowledging those who helped them become Hall of Famers. Jeff Kent, the all-time home run leader for second baseman and the 2000 NL MVP, led off the acceptance speeches and let the emotions flow, reflecting on a deal with his dad that changed his life.
This day isn't about me, though. This day is about baseball. It's a celebration of baseball, and I just happen to be a part of it. My dad knew motorcycles weren't taking me anywhere, so he made me a bet. He knew that if I were to earn a college scholarship, that he'd buy me a pickup truck. I quit racing and focused on school and baseball and won that baseball scholarship because I got that truck. San Francisco is where every lesson I'd learned finally came together. I took pride in playing second base, a position that keeps you in every play and demands toughness. But my bat was always my ticket. Thank you to the National Baseball Hall of Fame for preserving something that means so much to so many.
Dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250 micro. And yes, I told you so.
Hey, it's Black.
And Abdallah.
Drinking and driving will change your whole world.
Whether you get pulled over or get into a crash, things will never be the same.
Getting a sober ride will change your whole world for the better. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Paid for by NHTSA.
Jose Fermin steps into the batter's box, and he's looking to break an 0 for 10. Leading off today, playing shortstop, giving J.J. Weatherholt a break from the lineup against the lefty, Trevor Rogers. Rogers' first pitch, in there for a strike, a four-seamer at 94 miles an hour. Rogers is making his 4th career start against the Cardinals, going 0-2 with a 3.0 ERA, 5 earned runs in 15 innings. A swing, and Fermin gets this one in the air off to the right in foul territory. It's caught by Kobe Mayo, the first baseman. Fermin fouls out. That brings Herrera to the plate.
I've always liked this left-hander Rogers. We saw him a lot in spring training and then in Miami at the big league level for several seasons. And when he's right, he's a nasty left-hander. He throws over the top, has good fastball, not a really crazy mix of pitches. Those fastball changeup sweeper, but he can be very, very tough. Last year he had a dominant year for them.
Here's a foul ball just to our right. Strike one on Ivan Herrera. In 2 career starts at Busch Stadium, Rogers has allowed 4 runs, 3 of those earned across 11 innings. And Rogers has limited the opposition to a 187 batting average on his sweeper. 1 out on a foul out by Fermin, the 1-strike pitch. That's in there, a strike called. And that was the changeup that Herrera watched all the way in to Samuel Basayo's mitt. The 2-strike pitch with 1 away. Strike 3 on the inside corner, and Herrera does not challenge. We've had a foul out and a called 3rd strike. Herrera wasn't up there long, and now Jordan Walker batting in the number 3 spot with the lefty on the mound. We invite you to shop Miller Furniture's Labor Day sale going on now through September the 8th and save up to 75% on your purchase. Visit one of their 4 locations, or you can shop online at millerfurniture.com, MUELLER furniture.com. Walker takes a pitch outside. Jordan 1 for 7 in the series, a double, an RBI, a walk. He has struck out twice. The pitch by the lefty off the outside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. Walker's been hit by a pitch 4 times, and mostly they work him away.
They do.
But I'm surprised he doesn't get hit a few more times, Ricky, just by looking away, and they bust a fastball inside. The pitch, outside corner, strike called, 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened a couple of times, but not many. You're right. And I just think most pitchers don't like pitching him in. Now, he did get the first 2 outs, Fermin and Herrera pitching in. He can do that, but I think his mind right now is going away on Jordan.
Walker checks his swing, and a strike is called on the outside corner, and that was borderline. Walker doesn't challenge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Walk was ahead 2-0, now 2-2. And a batter's timeout taken by Walker. They're playing Walker to pull infield and outfield. The pitch taken for strike 3. And a quick first inning for Trevor Rogers. No score. Orioles Cardinals after 1.
And on the ground sharply beyond third, and it's going to roll down the left field line toward the corner. Burrell picks it off the cutout. He's going to have a play at second. Millar is out at second base.
What a slide.
He slid short of the bag, and Tomas Perez puts the tag on him, and now they're chatting. What a nice scene.
That wasn't a real good slide.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Left-handed batting, Samuel Basayo is catching today, batting in the cleanup spot for the Orioles. Gordon Graceffo with his first pitch in the second inning, and he deals strike one. Graceffo struck out Holiday swinging, Alonso swinging, and retired Gunnar Henderson on a fly ball to medium left field. And Rogers didn't need any help from his outfielders at all. Taveras, Beavers, and Cowser, they had a nice easy inning out there in the outfield. Here's a ball that's fisted into center field, and here comes Church to put it away. Graceffo pitching inside, retires Basayo, and it's 4 up, 4 down for Gordon as he works as the Cardinal opener today in a bullpen game.
Graceffo, of course, was a starter in the minor leagues. A lot of pitchers are. First couple of years you start, and then they figure out whether they think you'll work at the big league level as a starter or a reliever. He was moved to the pen, but he's not unfamiliar with what it's like routine-wise to start a game.
Christian Encarnacion Strand, formerly with Cincinnati, takes a pitch inside. That was close to a strike. Pages thought about tapping the batting helmet, indicating a challenge, but did not, as the pitch was inside. On 1-0, Encarnacion Strand. He swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. For the series, 6 out of 10. He has 2 doubles, a homer, 3 runs scored, and 5 RBIs. Cardinal pitchers have struck him out twice. Gordon Graceffo. He's ready for his 14th pitch. Right down the middle, a strike call. 1-2.
Boy, he looks good. The velocity's good, too. 95 for Graceffo. I would say his velocity is inconsistent. There are days where he's got that fastball riding, and I think that has more to do with his mechanics being right than maybe how he feels.
The 1-2 with 1 out. The pitch on the way. And that's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dylan Beavers is waiting on deck. 4 up, 4 down so far for Graceffo. His last outing was in relief Friday at Philadelphia. 2/3 of an inning with 1 hit and intentional walk. He threw only 8 pitches. The 2-2 pitch. A swing and a foul. On the Cardinals jersey and across the nation, Stifel is a leader in wealth management and investment banking, helping individuals and businesses build for the future. That's Stifel, where success meets success. 0-0, top of the second inning, final game of a 3-game series. Cardinals are trying to bust out of a 5-game losing skid. The pitch taken high and a full count on Encarnacion Strand. Strand has walked 5 times and struck out 30. He spent time with the Reds and the Orioles at AAA. But here with the Orioles, 7 homers, 27 RBIs, 6 doubles, and as we told you, putting together some kind of series, 6 out of 10. The 3-2 fouled off. And this is the kind of at bat that can determine how quickly Oliver Marmol will go to the bullpen. Working the pitch count up a little bit on Graceffo. Graceffo on 3-2. A swing and a miss. Encarnacion Strand strikes out, the 3rd for Graceffo. Before Beavers bats, let's pause for a station ID here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Graceffo to Beavers, and it's low for a ball. Along with Ricky Horton, Mike Claiborne, our producer-engineer Jim Jackson, I'm John Rooney at Busch Stadium. Our featured station on the network today is KATI, Jefferson City, Missouri. The 1-0 pitch from Graceffo. Beavers hits it right back to the Cardinal pitcher. He dropped it, picked it up, flips to first. Beavers is out, 6 up and 6 down for Graceffo. We go to the bottom of the second, 0-0 Cardinals Orioles.
America's celebrating 250 years, and farm families have been a part of that story.
So the museum opens in 1999. Grandpa was just an amazing human being, and we want to share his legacy with the next generation of baseball fans and non-baseball fans alike. I kind of like to have the cards as a reminder, like I can kind of look at his face and see what he looked like that year. It just kind of helps me visualize in my mind what it would have been like to see him play, because I didn't get that chance.
Here's Garrett Mitchell, and he's 2 for 3 today. 2-1 the count, and that one's in the air to center field pretty deep. Rodriguez going back, he's at the wall, and she is gone! Garrett Mitchell backspins one off the batter's eye.
That could have been the backbreaker right there. Boy, Garrett Mitchell, lefty versus lefty, knocks one out of here. Boy, the Brewers needed that in a big way. Now a 3-run lead, 420 feet to center field on a 2-1 pitch.
Sun-soaked courses, perfect for pros and beginners. When it comes to sports destination, there's no competition. Curate your vacation at thepalmbeaches.com.
Alec Burleson shows bunt, takes it away, and takes strike one as Encarnacion Strand, the third baseman, was playing off the line a couple of steps behind the bag. And not a bad idea against a tough lefty like Trevor Rogers. Rogers with the 1-strike pitch. Burley checks his swing and takes inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. No score, bottom of the second inning. Burleson, Baez, and it's Blaze Jordan outside with pitch number 3. 2 balls and a strike. A 12-game hitting streak for Alec Burleson as he begins play today. Holds the bat high. The pitch to him. A swing and a ground ball. That's a hit inside the third base bag. Burleson takes the turn at first, and Dylan Beavers will hold him to a leadoff single. And a hitting streak of 13 now for Burley.
It's amazing how hitters can find holes, and they just do it with regularity, and Burley's definitely one of those guys. And another hit against a left-handed pitcher, too. Love to see that.
Burleson 17 out of 47 during the 12-game hitting streak. Now 13 with 2 homers, 14 RBIs, 11 runs scored. So it's good to get him on base for Joshua Baez. The pitch to Baez, a strike called on the inside corner. Baez over his last 4. 1 out of 5 with an infield hit in the series, and he has struck out 3 times. The pitch on the way. A swing, and that ball is hit to left field on a line, and it's going to get down and roll to the wall. Burleson is going to be held at third base on the double by Joshua Baez, his first double in the big leagues.
Well, that's the Cardinal fans' first chance to cheer for something pretty special that Joshua Baez does, getting an extra base hit here at home and putting he and Burleson in scoring position. And he likes to jump on that first pitch, does he? And we've seen that quite a bit from him, but he was just 3 for his last 37 going into that at-bat. Maybe this is the start of something.
That brings in Blaze Jordan. Jordan, 1 out of 2, a hit by pitch in the series, and he takes a ball low and inside. The 23-year-old out of high school in Mississippi. He was drafted by the Boston Red Sox. 45 hits and 183 at-bats. He has 2 homers, 8 doubles, and 4 triples in the majors. The infield plays about halfway. The pitch. A swing, and that's a high fly ball. That's hit deep to center field. It might go. It's a goner. 3-run homer for Blaze Jordan. A single for Burleson, a double for Baez, and the long ball for Jordan, his 3rd of the year. Better late than never on the fireworks.
That was worth it. And they're still coming.
On a 1-0 pitch, Jordan, it's a home run to freeze his landing.
Isn't it interesting that Rogers was so dominant in that first inning, but the Cardinals have gotten to him here?
Here's a foul out of play with Ramon Urias, the former Oriole, hitting a foul ball off to the right.
And we know how fast it can happen. We see that happen with the Cardinals on the defensive side sometimes when a big inning just erupts, and that's what's happened here against Rogers.
There's a swing and a miss. Rogers throwing a high fastball, and he got Urias to chase it. No balls, 2 strikes. The home run is the 15th allowed, covering 133 2/3 innings. The pitch. A swing, and there's a high fly ball to center, but this one's in the park for Colton Cowser. Cowser puts it away, 1 down.
That's one of those outs that, yes, it's an out, but it gets your attention.
That was on an 0-2 pitch. Nathan Church has hit safely in 6 straight games, going 8 out of 20. 3 out of 7 in the series with a double, a homer, and 3 runs batted in. A big stolen base that helped the Cardinals set up the tying run in the game after being behind 7-0 last night. Only to have the Orioles score the winning run in the top of the 9th. A curveball doesn't curve it up. That was the sweeper that almost came back over the inside corner with Church bailing.
Mentioned that Baez swings at the first pitch a lot. 40% of the time is what we're told, and he has an OPS of over 1,000.
The pitch in there for a strike. But he likes to go after that first pitch, thinking they're going to try to get ahead of me. Nathan Church batting with 1 out, nobody on base, 3-0 Cardinals. The pitch. A strike called. Church watched that one all the way into the catcher's mitt. Thought it might be a little bit high, but it's called strike 2, 1-2. Pedro Pajes is waiting on deck. He's batting 9th today, doing the catching. Trevor Rogers with the pitch. A swing, and it's popped up. Short left field. Backing up on it, the third baseman, Encarnacion Strand, to make the catch on the outfield grass. And that brings in Pedro Pajes. Coming up Saturday, September 19th, the Cardinals play the Nationals. Fans will take home a Cardinals jersey hoodie courtesy of Maryville University. Get your tickets now at cardinals.com/promotions. Only 4 series left at home. 4 3-game series after this game today. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. We have the Pirates coming in over the weekend. Then the Cardinals take to the road. They'll be going west, playing the Dodgers, then going to Colorado, and then back to the West Coast to play San Francisco. Here's a check swing on a sweeper down and in for a ball. Pedro with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. The Chicago White Sox are going to be here for the 2006 reunion on September the 11th and the Hall of Fame induction the next night. Here's a foul ball back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So we'll have the Chicago White Sox, the San Francisco Giants, and the Washington Nationals coming in on the final homestand of the regular season. The 1-2 pitch. Pajes swings and strikes out. The third strikeout for Rogers, but the Cardinals struck. Single Burleson, double Baez, Jordan a homer. Ricky has the third, 3-0 Cardinals.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America.
I remember the first series I had, the first home run I hit was a grand slam against Seattle, which was the team that I had played for the year before. As we know, Cleveland can get a little cold, so we'll wear the dark blue long sleeves. And for some reason, this jersey, I always liked my jersey a little longer. The reasons for it, for a little padding, so when I would slide, I wouldn't get all patched up and roughed up.
Oh, Kevin McGonigal, don't do it to him. Diaz is aced by Kevin McGonigal, holding the line.
Can't do it any better. Nimmo back to the wall, reaches up, and he got it! Brandon Nimmo at the wall, brings it back. He saves 2 runs, and he ends the inning.
Coleman gonna give it a go himself. Only one over there, and he makes the catch. Who says pitchers aren't athletes? At the right field. Good jump by Siri, and he makes the catch on the run, diving forward to finish it. Hey, Siri, show me a great grab. Long run, Siri. He races for it, and he slides, dives, and makes the catch. What a play by Siri. Line drive out into left field. Happ sliding, and Ian makes a great catch.
Coming in is Cronenworth, glove to get him. Came out of nowhere and just sort of served it all in one motion with his glove to get Horwitz at first base 2 away.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Right-handed opener is Gordon Graceffo here this afternoon, and with a low pitch count through the first 2 innings, only 22 pitches, he earns a 3rd inning and the bottom of the order, 6 up, 6 down so far. And it's Mayo at the plate, and he takes strike 1. Kobe Mayo playing first base today, has 17 homers, 48 RBIs. Mayo, Cowser, and Taveras to bat. So there'll be a couple of left-handers due up this inning, but no one's even throwing in the Cardinal pen, so it looks like he'll have the 3rd all by himself. He's earned it. The 1-strike pitch is strike 2, and he has been pounding the strike zone, too. Velocity's been good for Graceffo. He's gotten some strikes with the breaking balls, and he's also shown his changeup. Why not show everything? As an opener, you're not going to be out there long. Ahead of Mayo, 0-2, and the next pitch is a slider down and away, maybe a curveball. That just missed the bottom part of the zone. Graceffo, as we mentioned, the minor league pitcher of the year for the Cardinals in 2022, 4 seasons ago. And he's got a 1-2 count, and the next delivery is low. I remember the first time I heard about him. He was a 5th-round choice, so not a top 2, 3-round guy, but the guy who was always ranting and raving about what he liked about his attitude, his demeanor, his aggressiveness was Jason Isringhausen, a minor league instructor for the Cardinals, and we know him as a big league closer. There's a jam shot popped up left side of the infield, and it's Fermin coming in. Easy play for him. And Graceffo has been able to pitch inside very, very well so far. So that's 7 up, 7 down, and Colton Cowser will bat.
Was that a broken bat? Sure sounded like it.
Well, even if it wasn't, we're gonna say this anyway, that a broken bat means another tree gets planted by Focal Point and Cardinals care. It's broken now. If it's not, I'll go down and break it.
You have time between innings.
I know the clubhouse guys down there. Ripple let me down there. There's a strike delivered. Rip Rowan, longtime Cardinal employee, has worked on both sides, both the home and visitor side in the clubhouse, and longtime dear friend. He's got a great crew with him, too. You know, that's important. The clubhouse crew, we always talk about our home guys, Walshy and his crew, and, of course, Ernie Moore running the travel for us. But the visiting crew is important because that's what the people that come in from out of town, that's who they deal with. And we want to have our best foot forward there, and those guys do absolutely that. Pitch is low, 2-1 the count to Cowser, and Brule has started throwing, so he will be the next guy, Justin Brule, next man up, and there'll be others. He's just starting to throw leisurely, backing up Graceffo, 2-1 count on Cowser, and there's a pitch right down the middle. That four-seamer again at 95. He's establishing that fastball. He is establishing the count in his favor, and our guys the last 2 days just not able to do that in the rotation. They struggled. They did their best, Michael McGreevy and Matthew Liberatore, but the Orioles were swinging the bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Cowser, and the next delivery is hit hard, but it's handled. Oh, what a play by the second baseman Urias. Gold glove play indeed. As that ball was by him, he got it on a hop. That ball was hit very hard, and it was a tough hop to handle, and it wasn't too hot for Urias, who makes the play and throws him out 4-3. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the St. Louis Cardinals LLC, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be
disseminated without
the express written consent of the St. Louis
Cardinals. Brought to you by Brown
and Crouppen.
A great
law
firm.
Now you know. 2 outs, nobody on. Taveras at the plate. And the first pitch is high, ball 1 to Leody Taveras. Leads the club with 6 triples. That means he runs well. Typically that means that. Not always. The 1-0 pitch is a called strike 1, 1-1. That one just caught the bottom of the zone. Taveras homered in the first inning. That was a dagger, a 3-run shot off of Michael McGreevy yesterday. But nobody on here. They're taking the bunt away from him as the changeup misses low and away, 2-1. So next inning it'll be left, right, left, left. So that presumably means that we would see Justin Brule in the 4th inning. A little more work for Graceffo to do. He's been outstanding as an opener. The next pitch is a swing and a miss. Got him with the changeup, 2-2. Boy, Graceffo's been as good as we've seen him in several weeks. He's had a lot of good games, but this is the best version of Graceffo that we've seen so far this afternoon. 2-2 count, 2 out. Nobody on. Top of the 3rd inning, 3-0 Cardinals. Next pitch is fouled back. 4-seamer, 96 that time, as he was going for the kill at the top of the zone. Cardinals got their runs in the 2nd inning. A 3-run home run by Blaze Jordan, who's way off the bag at 3rd, playing a kind of in the hole at short, but not quite deep where the shortstop would normally play. The 2-2 pitch to Taveras is swung on and missed. He struck him out. All 9 batters have been retired by Gordon Graceffo, the opener for the Cardinals today. 4 punch-outs, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, 3-0 St. Louis.
Describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Guess who that is? Roger McDowell.
Check him out. He has his uniform on upside down with the shoes on the hand, and it looks like he's walking on his hands. Has his cap hanging down. That's supposed to be his head. Well, the Mets really trying to turn it around. They do, however, trail in this ball game 4-0. I love that.
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards. Because to me,
Sweeper misses high and away. Ball 1 to Jose Fermin, who popped out his first time. Fermin, the leadoff batter for the Cardinals today. That means that no J.J. Weatherholt, who's getting the day off against the left-handed starter Rogers, who delivers just a little bit low, and thought they might want to challenge that. In fact, I thought I saw him go to his hat, but he must not have. So it's 2-0 on Fermin. Rogers 1-2-3 in the first, but gave up 3 runs last inning. That ball's hit hard but foul by Fermin over towards the Arenado seats. That was an Arenado type swing, actually. And it's now 2-1. Fermin, Herrera, and Walker to bat in the home half of the third inning. 3-0 Cardinals. They've out-hit Baltimore 3-0. Next delivery to Fermin is a tap foul, and the bat went in a couple of different directions as he splintered that one. He's going to need a new one. My guess is he hit that right off the end of the bat. And I got a D- in physics, so I can't explain exactly why that makes a bat break when you hit it on the end, but something with force vectors and tensile strength, and, I can give you a D- answer. Two balls, two strikes, nobody out. And the next delivery is taken low. Fermin hitting .239 coming into play. He is playing shortstop today for St. Louis. Trying to get aboard for Ivan Herrera. Swinging a foul back.
Well, 9 up and 9 down for Groseffo with 4 strikeouts the first time through the lineup.
Well, Brule is taking a seat, but I still think he's going to be in for the fourth, but maybe not. The next pitch is a curveball hit into center field. Sweeper, actually, and it might drop for a hit. Oh, nice play on the run by Cowser. He had to close ground there at the end to take a hit away from Fermin, who hit that one off the end of the bat, too. Didn't break his bat that time. So it's out number 1. If you're a Cardinal fan, you know there's nothing like baseball in St. Louis, and that nothing beats 60-cent sippers and on the run the day after the Cardinals score 6.
Like today.
Like today. 6 wasn't enough, though. 8 wouldn't have been enough. There's a strike in the inside corner to Ivan Herrera, who struck out looking his first time. He was painted by Rogers, the lefty. Jordan Walker due up next. Got a good feeling about the Walker at bat. We'll see what Herrera does. Pitch high and away. Herrera has retaken the lead in walks for the Cardinals, the team lead anyway, 65 of them. He also leads in hitting into double plays, which won't happen here, and he's been hit 27 times. Leads in that category. Next pitch to him is taken down and in. I tell you, he has been the guy that shows up every day. He wants to play every day. Never says he's tired, even when he looks tired. And that's not very often. The 2-1 pitch is a sweeper for a strike. He didn't like that pitch. John mentioned just a slight breeze today. It seems to have shifted a little bit more towards straightaway center now. So just get one up in the air, Ivan. Pitch to him is inside. That almost hit him. So it runs the count full. Cardinals have Quinn Matthews going in the first game against the Pirates. He'll be up against Jared Jones. He's got quite an arm for Pittsburgh. He's 2-5. Matthews 0-2. Our pregame show at 6:20 tomorrow night, and first pitch at 7:15. The 3-2 pitch to Herrera is popped up right side of the field. In comes the right fielder Taveras, and he makes the play for out number 2. So a fly out to center, a fly out to right, and I have a good feeling, as I mentioned, about Jordan Walker.
And it's going to be Justin Brule facing the Orioles in the 4th.
He's back up again. And he will have the top of the order. Great work by Groseffo. He kept the pitch count down. That's why he was able to get through 3. 38 pitches for Groseffo. Pitch to Walker is swung on and missed. Oh, boy. Took a good hack at that one. Groseffo, 3 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 4 punch-outs. 38 pitches, 25 of them strikes. Outstanding. A+. 1 strike pitch to Walker is tapped foul. I'm kind of an easy grader, but I think A+ is appropriate.
I always thought A was pretty good.
Yeah, but A+, sometimes you need those pluses to stay eligible, John.
You're grading on the curve or the sweeper?
I'm grading on the trying to keep people eligible to play. You always had to have that minimum GPA.
Is that even in effect anymore?
I don't know. Good question. 0-2 pitches outside. I think you have to have a pulse and be willing. And I don't know if that's true anymore. I really don't. The 1-2 pitch. Here it comes to Walker. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. He chased a pitch that was way out of the zone. 4 strikeouts for Rogers. His second 1-2-3 inning. But as we move to the top of the 4th inning, the Cardinals do have the lead. It's 3-0.
Life is
rolling towards the corner. Ronald picks it up. He comes up ready to throw. Here comes Lara. Tag down. He is toast. What a throw out of deep right field from Ronald Acuna.
Caglione dives, and he's got it.
A bit of applause from Noah Cameron for that effort.
At the track, leaps. He's got it. Look at this kid.
Yeah, I don't blame Mizorowski. All you're going to do is just watch it and enjoy.
Coming in, dives, and he got there. Well, the Buck Truck putting on a West Coast show here tonight.
Isbell slides, he's got it. Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command. Alonso foot race, dives to the bag, and makes the play.
Pete Alonso's doing it all tonight. The polar bear into a plunge.
Diving stop there made by Freeman. He gets up, throws to first, and he got it. Terrific play by Cody Freeman.
Over is Cruz. He is there. O'Neal Cruz cruising into right center field.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Personal. 4 people in my family received life-saving kidney transplants. Now I'm asking you to step up and make an impact in the effort to save lives. Go to fansforlife.org and register to become a donor today. It's fast, it's easy, and it's worth it.
Left-hander Justin Brule is the new pitcher. He misses outside with a sweeper to Jackson Holliday, so he'll have left, right, left, left. But the right that he will have to deal with is Pete Alonso. It will not be easy. Holliday struck out his first time against Graceffo, who had a season-high 3-inning outing today. There's a fly ball into right center. Long way to run for Walker. And on the dive, he caught it, and then it popped out of his glove. So no catch, as ruled by our second base umpire, Corey Blazer, and he was right on that. Walker had it in his glove and just couldn't put the squeeze on it. Went a long way, dove, broke his sunglasses. That was quite a trip for Jordan Walker. Good effort, just couldn't quite come up with it. And while he fixes his sunglasses, let's pause for station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. So Holliday gets a fly ball double, and it's Pete Alonso at the plate. It's 3-0 Cardinals here in the 4th. And Holliday just found a hole there. There's a strike on the outside corner. You'd think that Walker could get a sunglasses break and get a new pair of sunglasses in right field, but he had to put the broken pieces in his back pocket because the pitch clock was on. I think that was kind of not fair. The next pitch is a swing and a miss. Good sweeper there. Alonso's had quite a series. Struck out his first time against Graceffo, but very dangerous here against the lefty Brule. Bad luck for Brule on that fly ball. Hit right between Church and Walker. Next pitch is a bit high for a ball. Well, you have to pitch to him. The first base is open, but you have a 3-0. You have to pitch to him, but you don't really want to, as hot as he is. But you've got a 1-2 count. Next delivery, a swing and a miss. Now you're glad you pitched to him. And Alonso strikes out for the second time here this afternoon, and that brings in Gunnar Henderson. And a game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor und refreshment.
You're still thinking about yodeling in the Alps, aren't you?
Yeah. That was our line of conversation yesterday. There's a strike delivered to Gunnar Henderson, who flied out to left. Now, not many people can say they did that once. John?
Not many would care to.
That's another point. Well, that's a good one, better one. There's a strike delivered, and Brule threw a pitch right on the outside corner and wants a new baseball. I don't get that. Strike one, strike two, don't like that baseball. Could see the hitter not liking the baseball, but not the pitcher. Anderson flied out his first time, as we mentioned, and he takes a sweeper and grounds it foul over towards the Cardinals dugout. And that goes right to where Ali Marmol is standing, or sitting, I should say, with Daniel Descalzo right behind him, whispering in his ear and giving some signs to whoever's watching. Right now he's giving them to the Cardinal catcher, and the signs are to control the running game, not to call the pitch. The 0-2 pitch is popped up on the infield. Who wants it? Brule is standing there, and now Burleson calls him off and makes the catch.
That's his play.
It sure is. So the odd thing about that play is Brule has to stand there until somebody else calls it, because it's right to him.
But then he can play traffic cop.
Then you can, exactly. But you got to be able to get out of the way in a hurry and run the right way out of the way. He pointed to it, looked at the catcher, saw he wouldn't catch it, and then it was Burley that made the catch right in front of the dirt part of the mound. So 2 outs and another sweeper outside to Samuel Basayo. 22-year-old Dominican catcher. Boy, the Cardinals have some catching down below, don't they? Raniel Rodriguez. If you haven't heard about him, well, you will. The 1-0 pitch, he's tearing it up in Double-A as the sweeper misses outside.
Leo Bernal is coming along quite nicely.
He's tearing it up in Triple-A. Leo's a great guy, too. I enjoyed being on the Caravan with him. The 2-0 pitch is a called strike. Good fastball by Brule, who's had a way better second half than a first half. Numbers so much better. Graceffo, by the way, got his ERA under 3 with his performance today. He's at 2.98. Man at second, 2 outs, 2-1 count, and the pitch is on the outside corner, 2-2. And he has been dotting the corners both in and out. Can he finish off Basayo and get Alec Burleson to the plate? That's the part of the order that erupted for 3 runs in the second inning. It'll be Burleson, Baez, and Blaze Jordan. Brule delivers. Next pitch, tapped foul. I think he's using his fastball better and more often, Brule. And the sweeper's better.
I think that's because of the fastball. He was falling behind a lot.
Sure was.
Missing with the sweeper on the first pitch or two, and they're much, much better working ahead.
Talk about a different arm angle, too, that he's gone to, and he taps that one to the right side, and it's going to be foul. That's Basayo at the plate. He got jammed by that Brule delivery. He's a little more on top now, and for some reason the delivery, the arm angle, which is, it's all part of it. The arm angle, it's where your body is, your hip. I mean, there's so many things to it. Are you striding to the plate? Are you open? Are you closed? Are you driving with the back leg? Are you tall and fall, or are you drop and drive? Are you doing a reverse kind of gather with the top part of your body?
To answer your questions, I don't know.
Yeah, well, sometimes you don't know what you're doing either. Somebody's got to tell you what you do. The 2-2 pitch, here it comes. The sweeper's popped up behind home plate, and Pages gives it a look, but it's going to get out of play. And that's why the technology's been so good. It's not just looking at a grainy video now and trying to figure out how to make your mechanics better. They break it down very specifically in terms of the biomechanics of what a delivery is and help you get better. They do it with hitters, too. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch to Basayo is swung on and missed. Got him to chase a sweeper. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Brule, so he pitched around that leadoff fly ball double by Holiday. And that sends us to the bottom of the fourth inning, 3-0 Cardinals.
And the payoff. High fly ball. Deep right center. Oh, way back there. See ya. That is about as long a home run as you are going to see. A solo blast by Rice, and it's 3-1 Yankees.
That deserves a Phil Rizzuto. Holy cow. Couldn't even see where that landed. It went so far.
I think that might have cleared the seats, David, and landed in that pavilion.
I think you're right.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
A lot of fans and collectors will look at the T206 set as the more famous of the sets that were produced in the early part of the 20th century. And certainly they would carry more financial value. But when you talk to collectors, some will tell you that these T205s are actually more physically attractive. They're maybe the most physically attractive cards produced prior to World War II.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenge your families face. Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. 600 Kelwood, St. Louis. CordellCordell.com.
Our game moves to the bottom of the fourth inning. The Cardinals have the early lead, a 3-run bottom of the second inning, thanks to Blaze Jordan's 3-run homer. But Alec Burleson had something to do with it. He got the inning started with a base hit in between the third baseman and the third base bag. And he leads off the fourth against the lefty Trevor Rogers, who has gone 3 innings, given up 3 hits, has not walked a batter, and struck out 4. We do not have a walk in this game yet, as he delivers a pitch high for a ball. And Rogers does not walk people, period. 36 walks in 132 2/3 innings coming into this game. And again, he was 9-3 last year with a 1.8 for the Orioles, voted their best pitcher, as that ball is fouled off by Burley. He was voted the best pitcher, but he missed some of the season with a right knee subluxation. Not 100% sure what that is, but I don't want one. And I'm sure he didn't either, but he came back and made 18 starts and had a good year. There's a line drive, base hit to right field. Burley does it again. Unbelievable knack for getting hits. That's 149 hits on the season for Burleson. And he's aboard again for Joshua Baez, who took the second pitch, not the first pitch. I originally thought it was the first pitch, but he took the second pitch that he saw, hammered it into the corner in left field. And how about a encore? I'm okay with that. Encore, encore. Are we supposed to shout that? There's a swing and a foul. Boy, he had quite the encore in Chicago, didn't he?
Not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs his first 3 at-bats.
And the third one brought the Cubs fans to their feet. In case folks have not heard that yet, the Cubs fans were cheering for and congratulating Baez on that third homer. There's a strike on the inside corner, and there were plenty of Cardinal fans doing it, but how can you not? When you see history, you're basically thanking Baez for creating history. You're at the ballpark. You saw it happen. Someday people will ask about that. Young kids that were at the park that day, I hope they take some photos of that. Swing and a miss. He strikes out this time on 3 pitches, and that's out number 1, and Blaze Jordan bats. Fiesta Cardinals is presented by State Farm. It'll be on Sunday, September 13th. Fans with a theme ticket will take home a blue Los Cardinals jersey. Come early for a pregame celebration. Tickets at cardinals.com/theme. Good visit with Polo today. I know he loves that. He and Benji both swinging a foul back. And they're great partners of ours as well.
Is he going to wear his Los Cardinals polo?
I bet he will. That's going to be redundant, won't it?
You can say that again.
Can Blaze Jordan do it again? Running into a fastball, hit it over the center field wall. Next pitch to him is a swing and a miss.
He was trying.
And he went down on one knee like Reggie Jackson.
You got a sweeper instead of a fastball.
That was a big swing. Jordan hit his 3rd home run of the year. He had a lot of home runs in the minor leagues, a ton of them. But he's been more of a gap-to-gap guy in the big leagues level. But I think the home runs will come. Next pitch to him is inside. 1-2. Every player has to make you get to the big leagues, you are going on adrenaline, good things happen, and then teams figure out what your weakness is, and then they go right at it, time and time and time again. And you have to make an adjustment. Next pitch to Jordan is swung on and missed. So back-to-back strikeouts for Rogers. He now has 6 of them. And Burleson with the leadoff base hit is still at first. And that brings in Ramon Urias. How about the play Urias made in the 3rd inning? Colton Cowser hit a short hop to him, and he kind of played it off to the side like a bullfighter. A little Olay, but it was a absolutely terrific play. It's the only thing he could do. The ball was hit so sharply by Cowser. And Urias, of course, is a Gold Glover, or has been. Former Baltimore Oriole has a 1-strike count. Burley probably not going to go. Takes his lead. And the pitch to Urias is popped foul behind home plate, a little bit to our right. And he's in the hole 0-2. Looks like Justin Brule's going to have another inning. Don't see any action in the Cardinals pen. So it looks like we're going to go maybe 3, then 2, then 2. We'll see. But I'd be stunned if there weren't 5 or 6 pitchers for the Cardinals today. It's a bullpen day. And the curveball's low. Sweeper, actually, from Rogers. Rogers from Carlsbad, New Mexico. 6'5" left-hander, 215. Next delivery is a swing and a foul back. Absolutely looked like a can't-miss guy when we saw him with the Marlins. And he hasn't missed. He's had a nice big league career, and he's still just 28 years of age. He has time for some more fun.
33 and 45, a 3.89 ERA, and 127 starts.
Big, tall left-hander comes set, and the next pitch to Urias is taken low. 2-2. Well, every player wants to play the game as well as they can, but also as long as they can. It's a great job to have, and you know it's going to be for a short time at the big league level. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch to Urias is inside. And you also know that for, John, 95% of players, the majority of your career is spent in the minor leagues before you get to the big leagues. Mm-hmm. Then you play for a year or 2 or 3 or maybe. I mean, that is most people.
And some never make it out of the minor leagues.
Some never make it. That's right. 3-2 pitch is hit hard to left center field. He got that one pretty well. That's back to the track, and it is gone. A big fly for Ramon Urias. Just snuck over the wall in left center field. And that makes it 5-0 St. Louis, and they've done it with a homer today. A 3-run shot for Jordan, and now a 2-run homer 2 innings later for Urias.
Well, remember, Ricky, he had a good swing on the out he made the first time up.
He did. That one didn't have the normal crack of the bat. I wasn't sure that was going to make it.
Well, just reading the body language in the batter's box, he thought he got that one, and he was right.
Home run number 3 for Urias, and strike 1 to Nathan Church, who has a 6-game hitting streak on the line today. Popped out to third his first time. So the Cardinals with an early 5-0 lead. A lot of baseball ahead, a lot of outs to get. As that pitch is popped up again to the third baseman. And Encarnacion Strand fights the sun, makes the catch, inning over. And a nice inning for the Cardinals. A 2-run home run by Urias. We go to the 5th. John will have the play-by-play. 5-0 St. Louis.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one headed for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, "Did you see that?" I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
Wow. It's like an Academy Award came to life. How long do you think that took to get ready?
You know, it's really not fun facing a guy with that kind of stuff. I'll just tell you that.
Presented without comment.
It's a raft, it's got an outboard motor, it's got a little barbecue, and it's got a hot tub.
Look at that.
I mean, come on.
American ingenuity.
That is living. What else can go wrong here?
Where are the Angels in the outfield? They're everywhere.
Nothing Cardinals. We're playing in the 5th inning. And Encarnacion Strand takes strike 1 from left-hander Justin Brule. Brule gave up a fly ball double that Walker had for just a moment, but when his body hit the ground diving for it, he lost it. There's a drive deep right center field. That ball is going to go off the base of the wall. Church plays it. The throw comes in and is cut off. It's a leadoff double for Christian Encarnacion Strand. His 7th double. And 3 of those have come in this series.
How about his power to right center field, too? That's his stroke. That's his stroke right now. He needs to keep it.
And Cincinnati gave up on that.
Yeah. It's a pitch down and away. He had some good moments with them, too, but, man, they could certainly use him right now. They imagine him paired with Sal Stewart right now.
And here is Dylan Beavers. He grounded back to the pitcher, Graceffo, the first time up. Showing bunt and a weak attempt, a foul ball, just kind of holding the bat out over the plate and then running up the first base line. A foul ball, strike 1. Why is he doing that, Ricky, when they're down 5-0?
He's got to be trying to get a bunt base hit, thinking that he's not going to, doesn't like the sweeper of Brule perhaps, and he's just trying to get a bunt hit. And it's certainly not sacrificing. Can't be.
The next pitch. Inside with the fastball. The fastball at 90 miles an hour from Brule. 1 ball and 1 strike for Graceffo today. 9 up and 9 down as the Cardinals opener. With the 3 innings, no walks, he struck out 4 and threw 38 pitches. The 1-1 pitch. Sweeper outside, 2-1. The Orioles have put the leadoff man on the last 2 innings. Holiday got the double I spoke of. Then Alonso struck out. Gunnar Henderson a pop out to Burleson in front of the mound. And Basayo struck out swinging. Here's a sweeper outside. It's 3 balls and a strike. And with lefty against lefty, Brule doesn't want to let this one get away with a free pass.
Nope.
3-1 on Dylan Beavers.
Walks invite big innings.
The Orioles have had a few in this series. Now the pitch by Brule. Grounded foul. That goes off to the right. Jason Bourgeois is the first base coach. Buck Britton coaches over at third. The manager is Craig Albernaz. The Orioles went 75-87 last year. Last in the American League East, 19 games out of first place. Right now 65 and 68. The 3-2 pitch. A foul ball, and that goes back to the screen. The Cardinals start play today 66 and 68. And the games that have counted in the standings in interleague play, the Cardinals have won 15 to the Orioles 11 in this series. A 5-0 lead for the Cardinals today. Step off by Brule. He takes a look to second base where Encarnacion Strand, he's the runner after hitting his 7th double leading off the 5th.
Guessing he changed his mind about what he wants to throw. I think pitchers do that often.
And with the runner on, he could use a disengagement, and he did. The pitch, that's inside, ball 4. A double and a walk, and here's Kobe Mayo.
Luis Gastelum is getting loose in the Cardinals' pen. Second inning of work for Brule. And you just don't want this inning to get away.
Mayo popped out to the shortstop. I think he broke his bat in the process. Jose Fermin made the catch on the dirt part of the infield. Now the Cardinal infield at double play depth, and on a slow walk out to the mound, Pedro Pajes.
We may see Gastelum right now.
Right now. I think you're absolutely right about that, because Oliver Marmol looks like he's going to be coming up the dugout steps before too long. Buying a little more time for Gastelum to warm up. And as Pajes is walking slowly back to home plate. Keeping an eye on the Cardinals dugout. And so far, no movement. Pajes bought a little time for Gastelum to throw a few more pitches. The runners lead at first and second. Mayo takes a sweeper for a strike right down the middle. A little bit of a hanger.
Well, it still does the same job of getting him ready in time, if not for this batter then for the next, because he hadn't been up for very long. But he should be ready for the next couple of hitters if needed.
Now the pitch. Ground ball foul. That was an inside sweeper. Fouled off the screen in front of the Oriole dugout on the third baseline.
And here's why you'd like to stay with Brule if at all possible, because there's a couple of lefties coming up. Well, one lefty and one switch hitter, but him not getting Dylan Beavers is the problem so far in this inning.
The pitch on the way. Sweeper didn't sweep enough. In fact, that was his fastball. It had a little late cut. Almost caught the outside corner. 1-2.
Very close. Very close.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Kobe Mayo. Mayo turned pro out of high school in Florida. The right-handed batter fouls it back to the screen. The count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. A 3-run homer by Blaze Jordan in the second. A 2-run homer by Ramon Urias against his old team in the bottom of the 4th. It's 5-0 Cardinals, but the Cardinals out hitting the Orioles 5-2. The 2 hits for Baltimore, doubles by Jackson Holiday and Christian Encarnacion Strand. The pitch by Brule. Taken high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
About the same spot, wasn't it?
Very close. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. From the stretch. Now the pitch. Fouled out of play, off to the right. At Shelley Plastering, they bring your vision to life, from smooth interior plastering to stunning pool finishes. Each project is handled with precision, expert craftsmanship, and commitment to detail. Trust Shelley Plastering, serving the St. Louis area for 75 years. The runners lead at first and second. Nobody out. The pitch, a swing and a foul. That's way back in the level below us down the left field line. Not many souvenirs up there with foul balls.
Nope.
Brule to the rosin bag, handful of dirt, and he is starting to fidget a little bit out there. The 8th pitch of the at bat, and Brule steps off the rubber. Brule so far has thrown 33 pitches, worked around a lead double in the 4th inning. He has given up a double and a walk in the 5th with a 2-2 pitch for Kobe Mayo. The right-handed batter swings and bounces it to third. Backing up on it, Jordan throws to second, out, and no chance to get the double play at first. The ball popped out of Urias' hand. I think Urias kind of looked at first base and wasn't going to make the throw anyway.
Agreed. That would have been impossible. That ball was not hit hard enough to really be a double play. But the double play's still in order right now.
And Beavers is out at second base with Mayo, the runner, at first. And here is Colton Cowser. Cowser grounded out, hitting the ball sharply to Urias, who kept that from going on through. Cowser in the series, 2 out of 5 with a base on balls. The Orioles have their first runner at third base today, Encarnacion Strand. Over at first base, Kobe Mayo. Cowser has grounded into 2 double plays. The pitch by Brule. Sweeper, strike one called. Gastelum is ready in the Cardinal bullpen. Right now the lefty Brule pitches. Cowser takes low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Few cotton ball like clouds hanging around downtown St. Louis. Bright sunshine pouring down on the field right now. The Cardinals and Orioles wrap up a 3-game series. The Pirates are here for 3 beginning tomorrow night. The 1-1 pitch on the way. A swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt.
Definitely using his fastball better. He's gotten a lot of strikes with that today. A sinking fastball. As Cowser swung over the top of that, it was 91 miles an hour, but it had movement to it. And I think the arm angle has as much to do with that as anything else.
Cowser has 2 sacrifice flies and his 34 runs batted in. The pitch to him, a foul ball back. That was a sweeper up and in on the hands. A bullpen day for the Cardinals with Gordon Graceffo, the opener, perfect through 3 innings. Didn't walk anybody, striking out 4, 38 pitches. Well, you walk a batter or 2, and you might be another pitcher or 2 into your bullpen by day's end. But Graceffo was lights out. And the Cardinals put up 3 in the second inning, 2 more in the fourth, 5-0. Brule picks out the pitch he wants. Paes puts down the target from the belt. The kick, the pitch. Sweeper outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Brule closing in on his season high number of pitches, which is actually 43, which happened in a game against Arizona on the 24th of June. He's at 40 right now.
Gastelum is ready in the Cardinal bullpen. The runners lead at first and third. The pitch. And there's a fly ball left field. Moving back on it, Baez. He's there to make the catch. Tagging up at third, Encarnacion Strand scores, and the Orioles are on the board. Sacrifice fly for Cowser. That's his 3rd of the year. And before Taveras steps in, let's step out for a station ID on the Cardinals radio network powered by Gray Bar. And that's it for Brule. Gastelum is coming in. We have a pitching change brought to you by Goodwill. We'll be right back.
Looking for the best team in the American League? You got to go to Tampa.
And the Rays have won another.
The Rays are cooking, and they're doing it with their own special recipe. It starts on the mound where Drew Rasmussen, Steven Matz, Nick Martinez, and Big Mac Shane McClanahan are holding it down.
And a quick swing and miss. He got him with the hard stuff.
This rotation is just suffocating opposing hitters, pitching to a sub-3 ERA backed by a lights-out bullpen. At the disc, Junior Caminero is proving he's an elite middle-of-the-order masher.
And that one's gonna go. Home run, Caminero.
And don't sleep on Jonathan Aranda and Yandy Diaz bats either. Those 3 have combined to drive in more than 90 runs already this season. Playing in the same division as the Yankees, Tampa will need to maintain their momentum. Maybe even kick it up a notch. but this season's Rays seem to be up to any challenge.
Luis Gastelum is the new Cardinal pitcher, 3 up, 3 down in his rookie year. 20 games with the Redbirds, a 5.16 ERA. Over 22 2/3, he has struck out 28. And in his relief outing in this series, he has struck out the side. The first pitch, a strike call to left-handed batting Leody Taveras. Gastelum, over his last 7 appearances, 1-1 with a 1.13 ERA. And he has struck out 15. The pitch, up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 walk, 15 strikeouts in his last 7 appearances.
He really has found a mix that works for him, and I think he's more in charge of his mix right now. I think he knows what he wants to do, and he's dictating more, and his body language shows that.
The pitch, a foul ball back. He's ahead of Taveras, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Taveras struck out as the 9th batter and last batter to face Gordon Graceffo. For the series, Taveras has 3 hits and 11 at-bats. A 3-run homer in the first inning yesterday made it 5-0 in favor of the Orioles. The pitch, a ball high, 2-2. 2-run homer by Alonso made it a 7-0 game. Then the Cardinals rallied, a home run by Gorman and a 6-run inning to tie the game. And then the first 2 batters produced a go-ahead run for Baltimore in the 9th inning, winning by 1. There's a high fly ball that goes down the left field line. Foul, out of play, over the screen. And 2-2 on the former Texas Ranger. Also played a short time with Seattle before joining Baltimore, Leody Taveras. Very deep second base for Ramon Urias, who's playing much closer to Burleson than he is to the second base bag. Fermin, the shortstop, plays up the middle. A swing and a miss. And that's 4 batters faced in this series and 4 strikeouts for Gastelum. A run in for the Orioles, and halfway through the game, the Cardinals lead this one 5-1.
There's a certain magic in Cardinals Nation, one that can't be.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Oh, Crochet goes down awkwardly on the mound.
He caught the ball in the hat.
So whose ball is it?
It's a good question. I'm going to have to ask that lady from Philly.
Meanwhile, out in the Cove, this guy just sort of check and see what the score is.
I saw Rizzo jersey trying to make the play on it. Could it be? Oh, Rizzo,
No, he hadn't. He literally hit it right to him. Wow, that's why I'm retired, is what he just said.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
And your rate after an accident. If it's important to you, it's important to us. In good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Optional policy feature terms apply. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Pedro Pages goes after the first pitch in the bottom of the fifth, and a pop-up to short center that's caught by Jackson Holliday. One down for Trevor Rogers, who has given up 2 home runs, accounting for the 5 runs today the Cardinals have on the board.
When we were kids in the backyard, we used to call those big league pop-ups, but this is the big leagues. So that definitely was a big league pop-up.
Even the little humpback broken bat looper to the shortstop, that's a big league pop-up because you're in the big leagues,
that's
man.
Right. That's right. This is the big leagues.
Here's a pitch outside. And Jose Fermin is up for the 3rd time. 0 for his last 12 with 10 of those at-bats in this series. Put the ball in play, though, to drive in the tying run in the game last night. The 1-strike pitch. Ground ball, right side, right field, base hit. Fermin is 1 for 3, and there goes the 0 for 12. The Cardinals have 2 home runs, a double, and 3 singles against Trevor Rogers.
Fermin knows who he is as a hitter. He knows that if he can get a pitch that he can hit into a hole on the opposite side of the field, that's worth taking for him. He knows he's got the potential to hit home runs, but that's not going to be his standard MO.
Here's Ivan Herrera, called 3rd strike and a fly ball to right. Good lead. Fermin goes. The pitch is taken for a strike. The throw, and safe at second base for Fermin, who scrambled to keep his hand on the bag with Holliday holding the tag on him.
So he held the tag, then he took it off, and then Fermin came off the bag, and they raced to the bag together, and Fermin was able to sneak around again, and the Orioles actually looking at this now, wanting to make sure that he was indeed safe.
They say play on.
They say play on. He slid past the bag, and then after the play was over, he was able to slide around the glove of Holliday a couple of times.
Well, Holliday had the tag on him, and you're right, just lifted the glove and then tried to put it back down and couldn't touch him by the time Fermin scrambled to get back to second. The steal is the 7th without being caught for Fermin. Here's Herrera taking a pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Herrera, being a good number 2 hitter, took the pitch when he saw the jump by Fermin. Even count now. Trevor Rogers out of the stretch and a batter's timeout taken by Herrera. Maryville University offers online certificate and degree programs for people balancing school, work, and family life. No entrance exams, no application fees. Learn more at maryville.edu. Fermin leads at second. The pitch outside. Changeup taken for ball 2, and the count favors Ivan Herrera. He's looking for his 54th RBI. And it would be his first in the series. Herrera with 14 home runs, 53 driven in. The pitch, foul ball, and he was trying to go to right field.
He was. Well, that same hole is not only there, but it's bigger right now. And Fermin will score from second on a ball that's hit there.
Jackson Holliday's playing up the middle. He's about 4 feet away from what would be considered a violation. From the stretch, the pitch. A swing and a foul ball. That goes out of play. And when I'm talking about a violation, when they did away with the extreme shifts, baseball put 2 infielders on each side of second base, and they have to be on the infield dirt. And they can play up the middle. And if you look at the second base bag and then just imaginary line out towards center field, that's kind of a neutral zone of just a couple of feet. And if the shortstop goes over on the other side of that, or the second baseman, then that's an automatic ball call.
Rarely called. I mean, I don't know that I have seen it called, actually.
I haven't. The 2-2. Down and in, ball 3, 3-2 on Herrera.
Seen video of it being called, but and video of it being called where the infielder accidentally has his heels on the grass. But you can't do that either. Any part of your foot can't be on the grass.
He's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds. That's right. No catch.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit hard foul just back of third down the left field line. Encarnacion Strand playing about 4 feet off the line. But that's a foul ball. The count stays 3-2 on Herrera. On deck, Jordan Walker. With the Cardinals trying to get the run back, the Orioles scored in the top of the 5th inning. Rogers with his 75th pitch. Herrera takes outside, 2 on with 1 out. Herrera takes a walk for the 66th time. I thought you said he doesn't walk anybody.
I guess I was wrong. Doesn't walk many anybody's.
And their pitching coach is on his way to the mound. That's Drew French. Coming up to the plate, Jordan Walker after the infield pitcher-catcher meeting on the mound with Drew French. Mr. French, didn't he star in a show with...
yes, Family Affair.
Family Affair, yes, with Brian Keith.
And Sebastian Cabot.
I know your favorite characters were Buffy and Jody.
I don't remember the other ones.
Nor do I.
Sitcoms for 40, please.
My favorite was Mr. Belvedere with Bob Uecker.
Oh.
Here's Jordan Walker.
What a delight to be around. I miss seeing Bob, of course, in Milwaukee, then Scully in L.A. It's just
Jerry Coleman, San Diego.
Yeah, it's just tough.
2 on, 1 out. Trevor Rogers has struck out Walker twice, and the first pitch outside, a check swing, and no appeal. The home plate umpire today is Alex Tosi. He said, I saw that one all the way. Andy Fletcher, the crew chief, at first. Corey Blazer at second. Jansen Visconti at third. The 1-0 pitch for the Cardinal right fielder. A swing and a base hit into center field. Jose Fermin is going to get the stop sign. Kowser's throw is cut off. The bases are loaded with 1 out for Alec Burleson. And for Pop Warner, he always challenges the opposition. Yep. But knowing who's coming up next, what he's done so far against Rogers, if there's any doubt that that runner may be thrown out. And Fermin is not the fastest runner.
Well, and he didn't get a good jump either. He looked over his shoulder because he wasn't sure where that ball was going to end up, and I think that little bit of hesitation there, understandable, but Pop was right on that and didn't want to run into an out with Burley coming up.
The pitch to Burleson, a swing and a miss. Walker's 1 for 3. Burleson 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. The bases are full, 1 out. The Cardinals have a chance to really crack this game wide open. A swing and a foul out of play off to the left. If nothing else, Burleson wants to get the ball in the air for his 4th sacrifice fly. 2 RBIs away from 100 for Alec Burleson, the 27-year-old out of East Carolina.
That would tie him with Sal Stewart.
The pitch. Burleson breaks his bat, grounds it to first. The play is at first, and a run scores. The Cardinals get the run back, leading 6-1. And I smell the coffee brewing. You get the 60-cent sipper today and tomorrow. The Cardinals have scored 6. That means 60-cent drinks are yours tomorrow at On the Run.
99 RBIs for Alec Burleson, and putting the ball in play, good things happen.
Cost him a bat, but he picks up his 99th run batted in the process, scoring Jose Fermin. The Cardinals advance the runners to second and third. A swing and a miss by Baez. Baez with a double and a run scored. He struck out the last time up. Baez is 7 for 43. 4 home runs, a double, 9 RBIs. He has walked 3 times and struck out 18. The right-handed batter checks his swing and takes the sweeper down and in. That's a pitch that is going to challenge him time after time after time, and he was able to lay off. Walker at second base, Herrera at third. Fastball upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Holiday is playing almost behind second, right at the edge of the outfield grass. In fact, he was standing on it. Now he steps back to the infield dirt. The pitch on the way. Baez fouls that off the end of the bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Right-hander Cam Sanders, John, is the only Oriole reliever we have not seen in this series, but we may see him soon. He's warming up right now in their pen in left center field.
The 6th batter of the inning, and the Cardinals have scored a run. They have 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Baez waiting for the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and that's being challenged. Or is it? Nope. I thought he touched the helmet. Nope, he doesn't challenge it. So he's out, leaving 2 on, but the Cardinals scored a run, and we head to the 6th. The Redbirds are leading 6-1 over Baltimore.
Hey, JJ Weatherholt here.
And Kyle Schwarber, the hitter, he doubled his first time up. 2-2. Swing and a fly ball out toward right field. Going back is Ward. Back to the wall. The first of 40. Kyle Schwarber, a 3-run home run. And the Phillies have busted this baby open here in the 2nd inning. It is 6-0 Phils.
425, and the hitter will let you know. Coming off the bat hot. He knew it. Gosh, what a swing.
Tip of the cap, and now here we go. He gets Larry Walker. And here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? He looks like a catcher hitting. And now he's back to the left side. And a 2-out walk. So Walker reaches base after that first pitch that was like the flyby here right after the anthem.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Means standing up for your beliefs, even when it's uncomfortable, or just going along with what others say. Beacon Foundation's research showed that when women find out they are unexpectedly pregnant and they share the news of their pregnancy, they are frustrated when men say, "I'll support you no matter what you choose." They want men to step forward as providers and protectors. It's time to empower men and women to choose life, to restore masculinity in our culture. Learn more at talkprolife.org.
Jackson Holliday swings and misses the first pitch he sees in the 6th inning from Luis Gastelum. Mike Claiborne is alongside. I'm John Rooney. Jim Jackson, our producer engineer. Ricky Horton is here, and we're glad you're with us today. It's the Cardinals lead 6-1. Gastelum misses outside, 1-1 on Jackson Holliday, Matt Holliday's son. The pitch. Here's a high fly ball, left center field. Church has that in his sights and in his glove. 1 out. Your impressions of the action today, Mr. Claiborne?
I like what I see. You know, you never know what you're going to get with a bullpen start. And what Gordon Graceffo was able to do in his first 3 innings, the Cardinals didn't have to play from behind. And so I know G can't get the win, but he is a guy that you really have to appreciate what he was able to do today.
That brings in Pete Alonso. The pitch, Alonso takes a ball inside. I know I never thought I'd apply it to a bullpen game, but you're as good as that day's starting pitcher, and Graceffo set the tone today.
He was the difference maker right off the bat. And we're going to see a couple more guys out of the bullpen before this is over.
There's a foul out of play off to the right, 1-1 on Alonso, who has struck out twice, facing Graceffo once, and then Brule got him in the 4th inning.
Well, Alonso's really had bigger problems with lefties this season than right-handed pitchers.
Gastelum with the pitch, a swing and a miss. That was a 4-seamer at 94 with good movement down and away.
We've noticed his pitch sequence has changed up quite a bit. He's not just relying solely on the changeup.
The 1-2 pitch. A little bit high, 2-2. Last night, 3 batters faced. 13 pitches, he struck out the side.
He was good. He's had some really good outings here recently.
And he struck out Tavares to end the 5th inning. With 1 down in the 6th, the pitch. A swing and a miss. Alonso strikes out for the 3rd time today. The 2nd strikeout for Gastelum.
Well, the difference so far has been the fact the Cardinals have been able to get their top 3 batters out this afternoon. The first 2 nights, that wasn't the case.
Well, they started putting the ball in play and just didn't let up. The Orioles won 13-1 on Tuesday and then scored in the 9th to win 8-7 in the game last night. A strike on the outside part of the plate to Gunnar Henderson. And with Gastelum coming back out facing left-handed batters Holiday and Henderson, the changeup comes into play against the lefties. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch. Fastball strike called, and that's being challenged.
Batter challenger.
Each team with 2 challenges. So the Orioles are checking one out here to see if they're right. Maybe. Now, if the challenge system doesn't work, the call stands. We're waiting.
Call's confirmed. The pitch was a strike. Baltimore has 1 challenge remaining.
Okay, somebody obviously knows. We didn't see it. But they have it set up in New York.
But they said it was confirmed.
Yes.
0-2 the count on Gunnar Henderson. The pitch in the dirt with the changeup. He didn't chase it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I don't want to look too far ahead, but
go ahead.
Who's going to pitch in the bullpen tomorrow? we do have a game on the schedule, and we have Quinn Matthews going. So Quinn Matthews has to give you at least 5 tomorrow. He's not been able to do that yet.
Well, Matthews will make the start for the Cardinals against the Pittsburgh Pirates in game 1 of a 3-game series. We're in the 6th today. The pitch is raked to the first baseman, Burleson. Gastelum covers, and he's there in time. 3-1 on the out. 4 up, 4 down out of the pen for Gastelum. And we go to the bottom of the 6th with the Cardinals on top of the Orioles, 6-1.
At Bayer, it is our goal to tackle the challenges of food insecurity by delivering innovation to farmers that help them.
I can't imagine transitioning from loving baseball cards to then knowing it's inevitably coming that you're going to be on baseball cards. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, I think the first card I saw was when they did something for USA Baseball, and then now seeing my face, seeing me playing baseball on a card, it was surreal. It wasn't that it was that moment where we're like, wow, this is really something.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Coming to the ballpark on Sunday,
For the Diamondbacks tonight, they got 10 guys out there.
High drive, right field, forget it. Way out of here. Michael Conforto unloads.
Your sparkly dumpling. You'll have to open yours to find out. For details and tickets, visit cardinals.com/promotions.
We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning, and Blaze Jordan has already provided a big punch for the Cardinals with a 3-run homer in the 2nd. He struck out the next time up. And they've gone to the bullpen, and it's Cam Sanders doing the pitching now for the Orioles, replacing Trevor Rogers. The right-hander's first pitch is swung on and bounced foul on the third baseline.
Sanders has not pitched a lot this season. This is his 10th appearance, 9 1/3 innings pitched, an ERA of 8.68. So he had a rough evening or afternoon at some point.
The pitch, and that's taken low for a ball.
Been around for a little bit though. 29 years old.
Cam Sanders, the last member of the bullpen for the Cardinals to take a look at in this series. The pitch, and that's outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike.
This is his first or second team he was with Pittsburgh last season. Only appeared in 6 games, so now he has a total of 15 games or 16 games now in his big league career.
The right-hander's pitch is swung on and missed. 2-2.
Cardinals have another left-hander up, and that is Caleb Ferguson warming up in the bullpen.
It is a bullpen kind of day. But back to the rotation tomorrow with Quinn Matthews against the Pirates. The 2-2 pitch, low for a ball, 3-2. The Orioles starter, Trevor Rogers, went 5 innings today. He gave up 6 earned runs. He allowed 2 homers. The 3-2 pitch here by Sanders. Blaze Jordan takes a strike on the outside corner.
I think Blaze was waiting. He was making a move toward first base, but took a step and then heard he was punched out.
Guys, I would have to say that Gastelum is probably, at least at the moment, the pitcher of record on the positive side based on the work that he did if the Cardinals can hang on and win this.
What's the term the official score gave us earlier this year about a pitcher that we thought was worthy of the win?
They were effective?
No, they were brief and ineffective.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he was effective all right, though, Gastelum. Strike 1 here for Ramon Urias. Jordan homered, so is Urias. Urias used to play with these Baltimore Orioles and won a Gold Glove with them. There's a swing, and the ball is hit high in the air off to the right, foul territory. And giving it a look, Colby Mayo watches that one go over the screen.
You know, going back to Gastelum for a second, you know, you have bullpens and you have a hot guy that you want to have in higher leverage situations, and he right now is the Cardinal hot guy compared to some of the other guys in the bullpen who've had their moments here recently.
The pitch. Urias takes high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I have a picture of a foul ball in Baltimore a few years back over toward the dugout, and Jim Hayes is in the camera well looking up like, oh no, that's headed my way. Also in the picture, the Oriole third baseman Urias. Urias hits the ball in the air toward left field. He one-armed that one out to Beavers, who makes the catch. Before Nathan Church bats with 2 outs in the Cardinals 6, let's pause for an ID on the Cardinals Radio Network powered by Graybar. Jim Jackson is our producer engineer. Jonathan Camp is in the St. Louis studio. Here's Nathan Church, 0 for 2 today. Ball 1 goes wide from Cam Sanders. Church twice has popped out to the third baseman, Encarnacion Strand. Emma Kincannon, our booth assistant. Tom Ackerman hosted the pregame show. Matt Pauley has our postgame show. A ball wide, 2 balls, no strikes on Church. Who has 3 hits and 9 at-bats in the series with a double and a homer in the mix. Church has put together a really good year.
You know, he's really grown. You know, we saw him last season, and we saw him briefly. But you can tell the improvement and the growth in him.
He's jammed and fights that one off foul. 2-1.
And we know he can play defense. He's shown that. But just his offensive approach now, his pitch recognition has been good. His ability to go the other way has improved.
He's trying to extend the inning to Pedro Pajes. Sanders pitches, pitch up and away. And the count is at 3 balls and a strike. The Missouri Botanical Garden is hosting its annual Japanese festival September the 5th through the 7th. Get a taste of Japanese culture in one of the largest Japanese gardens in North America. Visit ExploreSt.Louis.com to learn more. And here's ball 4 high. Church gets on. It's not a walk in the garden, but a walk in the park today for Nathan Church. The second walk given up by Baltimore pitching.
I think that's the one thing he's going to probably want to be better at is drawing walks. Good speed on the bases, but he has to be better at just making sure to get himself out.
His 21st walk against 69 strikeouts. Pajes has struck out once and popped out, and he takes strike 1. Pedro's catching today, meaning that Jimmy Crooks is on the bench along with Nolan Gorman, J.J. Weatherholt, and Brian Torres, all left-handed batters. The Cardinals lead 6-1, batting in the bottom of the 6th. Sanders pitches, a swing and a miss. The fastball at 95 tied up Pages. This turned out to be a beautiful day.
Oh, my goodness.
You get to this point in the month of August and you think
it's a roll of the dice. You know, it may be 110.
You could be sitting out here in a steam bath.
Exactly.
Bright sunshine, cotton ball clouds over St. Louis. The Cardinals are leading 6-1, out hitting the Orioles 7-2. The Orioles have 2 doubles. Church leads at first. The pitch to Pages, low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. For the Cardinals, game number 135.
We're running out of games.
Only 4 3-game series remain on the home schedule, starting with the Pirates tomorrow. Now the pitch. Outside a ball. We have the Chicago White Sox. Also have the San Francisco Giants and the Washington Nationals on the last homestand. That's in the middle of the month.
And then we're on the road from that point on.
Pittsburgh and Milwaukee. The final road trip. The 2-2 pitch. Pages checks his swing and takes a ball low. 3-2, meaning Church will be running on the pitch. Church walked with 2 down after Jordan struck out, and Ramon Urias hit a fly ball to left field.
It's going to be interesting on this next road trip. You know, you go to the Dodgers, they're trying to get themselves aligned for postseason play.
The runner goes, and the pitch, a check swing. Did he go? He did. He couldn't hold up on the low pitch, and Pages strikes out. Then we have the Dodgers who are trying to do that. Then look at the Rockies, and easier to win when you don't have to, and that's the way they played the Cardinals and then to San Francisco.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, "Did you see that?" I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Top of the 7th inning at 6-1 Cardinals, and Caleb Ferguson is the new pitcher, second left-hander the Cardinals have used. So far, so good with the Cardinals bullpen by committee here today.
We were talking about Gordon Graceffo setting the tone. Those good 3 innings he pitched. Cardinals weren't playing catch-up early.
And Ferguson much better his last time out, and that pitch is hit in the air to left field. That should be playable by Joshua Baez, who makes the catch in left center field. He had the sunglasses on. You can see the shine coming off those glasses. So playing the sun field, he makes out number 1. And that's how the top of the 7th starts. It's a 6-1 Cardinals. They've out-hit Baltimore 7-2 here in an errorless game.
And the other thing about the Cardinals that as far as pitching is concerned, just 1 walk.
Yes.
And we've seen what it's happened with the bullpen from time to time where the walk would get somebody in trouble. We haven't seen that, and hopefully we won't see it later today.
There's a slurve that swung on and missed by Christian Encarnacion Strand, who's been a handful. He doubled and scored. You mentioned only one walk. That one walk led to the one Baltimore run.
Yep.
If he doesn't walk that batter, they don't score that inning. And that was Justin Brule, touched up for a run, but he pitched pretty well. Ferguson, the lefty, delivers, and that's hit on the ground left side, and a nice play on the backhand, long throw by Fermin, and it was closer than I thought, but he's safe. That
Good
was
play.
some play by
It
Fermin.
was. You know, I'll tell you, and we've watched him now, he kind of reminds you of Jose Oquendo with his ability to play anywhere you need him to and give you a good outing defensively. I mean, he only has one error this year, and that was in Chicago around, what was the 4th of July weekend.
And he's throwing better,
He
too.
is
When
throwing,
he first came to the big
year,
leagues, he
you're
couldn't
right.
throw.
You thought he was on like a shot put team on track and field as far as
Oh,
his
my
throws
goodness.
are concerned, but he's throwing with a lot more confidence, and he throws from different angles now.
There's a pitch down and away, and I can never remember the name of that movie where Uncle Rico was one of the characters
Yeah.
in it.
Where's Brad Thompson?
Oh, he would know,
he would know
but
about it.
he kind of had that sidearm flip,
Exactly.
and the guy talking about his college football day, high school football days, and he would throw, and he had that little sidearm flip. Well, that's how he threw at the time. As the pitch misses low, a sinker makes it 2-0 to Dylan Beavers, who's had a good series, 4 for 8 with 2 walks coming into this game, and he's walked again today. We don't want him to walk a third time or a second
You
time.
can just about say that about any of these Oriole hitters having a good series.
They have. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch to Beavers is outside, and it's 3-0. Graybar is your electrical and datacom distributor, helping to power, connect, and maintain your operations.
Yep.
Yep, still. Graybar does that.
That was an echo.
Oh, is that what it was?
I thought you burped.
Well, I was practicing. And
3-0 right down central. Well, early's better than late. I like that. How about a double play here with Beavers at the plate? He runs pretty well. Kobe Mayo is in the on-deck circle, right-handed batter, and there is a right-hander getting loose for the Cardinals. That looks like Stanek.
you are correct.
6-1 Cardinals. A 3-1 pitch on Beavers, and here it comes, and that's low for a ball. My goodness. That is exactly what you don't want. Not only an infield hit, but then a walk. 2 on with 1 out here in the 7th.
You can't have it at this point.
Phillips 66 has 2 new limited edition Cardinals pins. Take your pick when you purchase 8 or more gallons with the Fuel Forward app. Some exclusions apply. Offer ends on the 27th of September.
Cannot afford to have a big inning here for Baltimore.
Breaking pitch is low for a ball.
That's 3 balls in a row.
Got to keep the ball in the ballpark here with Mayo, too, who has good power. He's popped out, and he's reached on a fielder's choice.
So you're saying hold the Mayo?
Hold the Mayo.
Oh, please.
Big pitch here. Big batter for Ferguson, swinging a foul back, and he took a big rip at that.
He was thinking about.
We have, by the way, up in the booth, we have been blessed by having a great visitor, Jim Holtgreave, one of the best golfers that we've ever seen on the planet
greatest
Earth.
Amateur I've ever seen play in the state of Missouri.
Yeah, St.
Period.
Louisan and longtime friend, and we appreciate Jim.
And he's a top shelf guy, period.
Yes, he is. Swing and a high fly ball. That's it deep to center field, and it's into the bleachers. The 3-run homer we were worried about. Off the bat of Kobe Mayo, his 18th of the year, and this game has done the tighten up. It's now 6-4 St. Louis.
Well, let's see what the manager decides to do here.
Well, he's got a couple of left-handers coming up here. You're kind of landlocked a little bit with what you can do with your bullpen because you still have 6, 7, 8 more outs to get somehow, some way, and one of them is Colton Cowser, who's at the plate. First pitch to him is fouled off to the left and out of play. So a bad turn here for the Cardinals, a 3-run top of the 7th inning. 6-4 St. Louis. 3-run home run is what Oli Marmol loves most, but he likes it when his team hits him. Swinging a foul off to the left. And really, that's what the game has turned into. Earl Weaver would have loved them back in the day. Boog Powell and Frank Robinson and Brooks Robinson.
What a good team. They had some good teams. And, one of the things when you look back at those Oriole teams, they were so good with starting pitching.
They were. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Ferguson.
Defense.
Yeah, you're right.
Got him with the slurve, talking to the Baltimore broadcasters about just what kind of player Mark Belanger was.
Oh.
The shortstop, Gold Glover.
Didn't have to hit, but, man, that guy could pick it.
Stick.
Yeah.
Very involved in the Players Union after retirement. Got to know Mark very well over the years, and we lost him too young, unfortunately. But Belanger was quite a player. Not a big hitter, but a good player. There's a pitch low.
I mean, they didn't have a weak spot on their team. When you go around the infield, you have Boog Powell, you have Brooks Robinson on the corners, Belanger, Davy Johnson. And then you think about the outfield.
They had Elrod Hendricks, Andy Etchebarren.
Yep.
Frank Robinson. 1-0 pitch. Davy Johnson later hit 40 home runs with the Atlanta Braves.
That's correct.
And, of course, managed the New York Mets during all those years where we didn't like the Mets. Remember those years?
Oh, yeah.
I sure do.
I won't forget them for sure.
Well, they had Buford
in center
Blair,
field. Yeah, Paul Blair.
Robinson in the outfield.
No, they didn't have many holes.
There's a ground ball to short. That's handled by Fermin. He's got it, and he throws it right on the money to get Tavares, and the inning comes to a close. But a 3-run top of the 7th inning, a home run by Kobe Mayo has made the game closer. And as we move to the 7th inning stretch presented by Spectrum, built for big.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Left center, Profar sprints over. Oh, he lost it. It looked like it was going to be a really good play for Jurgen Profar.
He did not see that ball. He didn't even come close to it.
These interactions between De La Cruz and Tito Francona have been priceless.
Got it there.
Yes, indeed.
And the ball wasn't the only thing that landed in the basket.
What in the world happened out there to Jung-Hoo Lee?
That's wild. I mean, you don't see that in the big leagues.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
If you're craving baseball conversations about your favorite players, alumni, and franchise memories, you'll love that Cardinals Magazine is dedicated to the stories that matter most to you. From Gold Gloves to championship rings, from the Wizard and Willie to Albert, Yachty, Uncle Charlie, and well beyond. Their careers define our pages. Treat yourself or a friend to a subscription today at cardinals.com/magazine. Cardinals Magazine, past, present, and future, it's all here.
Cam Sanders delivers a fastball up and in, ball one to Jose Fermin, who leads off the bottom of the 7th, and the Cardinals need a response to the 3-run top of the inning. 7th inning stretch presented by Spectrum. It's internet, mobile, and streaming TV, all from one place. Fermin leading off for the Cardinals today. Weatherholt getting the off day. There's the strike. So you've got Crooks, Weatherholt, Torres, and Gorman on the Cardinals bench. So hold that thought for a bit, as the game has done a bit of a tighten up here. Fermin is 1 for 3 today. He singled and scored. And he takes a pitch that's a little bit low. No swing on the appeal. And we did get some help from several folks that let us know that it was Napoleon Dynamite, the movie I was trying to think of, that had the character Uncle Rico, who had that sidearm flip that Fermin was featuring when he first came to the big leagues. But he's got it figured out. And there's a called strike 3, and he's challenging it.
You know, Fermin has used 4 different bats today. I don't know I'll have to ask him about that tomorrow. He's out.
St. Louis has 1 challenge remaining.
Well, he loses the appeal and strikes out leading off the 7th. Edward Jones Financial Advisors are there for the moments that matter. Let them help you find your rich and build a game plan to get you there. EdwardJones.com, member SIPC. Well, that is an interesting thing that he's trying different bats.
Did you change gloves a lot?
I did not change gloves. I would have changed bats because none of them worked.
You notice I asked you about the glove.
Yeah, you started. You went, no, that's not going to matter. No, the bats didn't really matter. 2-1 to count to Herrera. And he grounds that one foul. But gloves, I wanted the same glove. In fact, we'd get new gloves every year with the Rawlings deal that many of us were on.
Saw Mike Thompson here at the ballpark yesterday.
And I love Rawlings. They were good to me. But I never would. I mean, I'd get the glove, and I don't know what I'd do, give it away, something. But I like the old one. I used the same one for 4 or 5 years. Pitches a ball, and we have a challenge on the 1-2 count.
We can find one online somewhere. Maybe it'll be auctioned off somewhere.
Could be. And it is a strike.
Baltimore has 1 challenge remaining.
So 2 straight challenges go against the Cardinals. A strikeout of Fermin where he challenged, and a strikeout of Herrera where the catcher Basello challenged. And that brings in Jordan Walker, and the momentum, unfortunately, has swung in the direction of Baltimore, Maryland.
They get a 1-2-3 here and come back out in the next inning, in the 8th inning, with the top of the order.
That first pitch is a strike, and I don't think that was a strike. I thought that was outside, but it was. Walker didn't like it either, but sometimes the truth hurts.
George Soriano's now warming up the Cardinal bullpen.
Next pitch is a little bit outside, and they're challenging.
So Soriano in the 8th and Stanek in the 9th, maybe?
Looks like that's what it's going to be. 3 challenges in this inning, and we don't quite have the, might not be working. Everybody's waiting. Here it comes.
Maybe.
Or will it? It may not be working.
New York will tell the.
Calls overturned. Pitches a strike. St. Louis has 1 challenge remaining.
Yeah. All right, so it was working in New York. We trust them, don't we?
You can speak for yourself on that. I'm gonna think about that question.
I did have my tongue firmly planted in cheek when I said that. 0-2 the count, and a late timeout is called by Walker, and the pitcher Sanders continues and throws the pitch, and the catcher challenges it. Now that's funny. It's been that kind of inning.
It's been that kind of week with umpires.
Yeah.
You look at some of the other games, and there have been some really odd things that have taken place. Had a few people's blood pressure up.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, it is August.
It is.
Yeah.
And the dog days.
Yeah, and anything could happen this
Yeah,
week.
I saw a couple of blow-ups, too, on social media, and it kind of comes with the territory a little bit. I mean, it's a high-pressure game. We talk about it very kind of lightly, but it's high pressure for them. Hard hit ball, base hit to left field. Second hit of the game for Jordan Walker, and he's aboard with 2 outs for Alec Burleson. Can't challenge that. We had a challenge yesterday where I think the pitcher, and I haven't been able to find anything online about that. We think he wasn't challenging the pitch, but they did challenge the pitch.
Well, he tapped his cap, so that means he's challenging the pitch, but I think he wanted them to take a look at the call at second on the stolen base.
Because that's where his eyes went, exactly. Swinging a foul back. Burleson has 2 hits in this game, has extended his hitting streak to 13 games. So it does look like it'll be George Soriano for the top of the 8th inning. And 8 more difficult outs to get. The Cardinals want to avoid the sweep here this afternoon. The pitch is outside to Burley, 1-1. Interesting, we went all this way with very few challenges, if any. I think we had a couple, but 3 in this inning.
Yeah. Anthony Nunez is warming up in Baltimore's bullpen now.
1-1 pitch, misses outside, a changeup. It didn't quite get delivered correctly, and that happens. You get underneath it, you push it, and it just floats away from the batter, which it did there. So hitter's count for Alec Burleson. It doesn't really make much difference for him. He's going to hit no matter what the count. Hits that ball sharply to the right side of the infield. Holiday makes the play and gets on his knees and throws out Burleson. And the Cardinals strand a runner there fourth. We go to the eighth. John will have the play-by-play. Cardinals 6, Baltimore 4.
Encarnacion Strand. That is a moon shot. Take it to the river. Deep out of here. A titanic blast on the banks of the Mississippi. 450 feet from Christian Encarnacion Strand.
Oh my, this is what you're talking about. You want your right-handed batters in the middle of this lineup to bring the thump against the left-handed pitcher. CES with his 7th home run, 23rd RBI on the season.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thanks, Chef.
George Soriano is ready to open up the 8th inning against the top of the order for the Orioles, beginning with Jackson Holiday. The left-handed batter takes outside. Soriano has a scoreless inning in this series, 1 strikeout and a walk. A scoreless 8th inning on Sunday at Philadelphia. No walks, no strikeouts. He threw 10 pitches then, 14 in the game last night. His pitch, high for a ball, 2 balls, no strikes. Stanek was warming in the bullpen, then stopped. And that's as the inning came to an end on Kowser's strikeout on Tavares' groundout. Then Soriano warmed up while the Cardinals were batting, and he's in the game here in the 8th. Holiday takes outside, ball 3, 3-0.
Oh boy.
Already a walk, a major problem in this game. With the walk to Beavers, and Mayo hit a 3-run homer in the 7th inning, making it the 2-run game we have right now, 6-4 Cardinals. The pitch, a strike called, 3-1.
And the walk to Beavers that happened 2 innings prior helped lead to the run that scored in that inning.
Down 3-1. Here it is for Holiday. And I think he went after what would have been ball 4 with a slider toward his belt buckle, fouled off down the right field line. From the first pitch of the season to the last pitch in October, Bet365 is the official mobile sports betting partner of the St. Louis Cardinals. Jackson Holiday with the 3-2 pitch coming his way. Soriano deals, and that's fouled out of play off to the left. The Cardinals have out-hit Baltimore today 8-4. We've had an errorless game, and the Redbirds have stranded 4. The Orioles have left 2 on. The 3-2 pitch, and that's chopped over the mound, and that's going to be a base hit. That was like an artificial turf hit. I'd rather see him hit his way on though than walk.
Yeah, I think there's a big field difference, I think, if you're pitching or even on the defensive side.
But here's the tying run in Pete Alonso. And we always say all it takes is one. Alonso has struck out 3 times today, but he has 2 homers and a double in this series. He has driven in 6, but 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Soriano's pitch. Alonso takes ball 1 inside. This was Soriano's problem in Cincinnati last Thursday.
He's looked a little arm weary to me, too. Not as sharp as he was mid-season. And, you know, I don't know if most people are.
Here's the 1-0. Alonso takes it down the middle. A changeup for a strike. I'm a little surprised Alonso didn't jump on that. 1 ball, 1 strike. The infield at double play depth. Alonso has grounded into 12 of those. The pitch on the way. A foul out of play off to the right. And Soriano gets ahead of the power hitter. It was a Rookie of the Year with the New York Mets and the Mets all-time home run leader. Pete Alonso. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alonso with 296 big league home runs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He strikes out, missing a sweeper. And he has struck out 4 times today. 1 out with Gunnar Henderson coming up.
Not to be a negative, but you have to also think of, reality. If you're Ali Marmol and you're Daniel Descalzo right now, you're thinking about, you don't want to go extra innings, but if we go extra innings in a bullpen game, then who pitches?
6-4. The runner breaks for second with a huge jump. The throw down there and the tag safe. A huge jump for Jackson Holliday. He stole that one clearly off George Soriano. Pages made it a close play with a good throw.
Did he ever? That was a great throw.
But Holliday's stolen base is 8th of the year. The tying run at the plate is Gunnar Henderson, who's hit 20 home runs, driving in 51. 0 for 3 today. 0 for 1 against Graceffo, 0 for 1 against Brule, and 0 for 1 against Gastelum. From the stretch, a check on second, the pitch. And there's a drive toward the gap in left center field. That ball's going to get down. It's going to the wall. The Orioles have made this a 1-run game. Gunnar Henderson rounds second. He goes back to the bag with an RBI double. 6-5 Cardinals. Basayo is coming to bat. Let's pause for an ID here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Along with Ricky Horton, Mike Claiborne, I'm John Rooney at Busch Stadium. And here is Samuel Basayo taking strike 1, and that's being challenged by Basayo.
Pitch called a strike. Batter's challenging.
Challenge is really mounting up here in the later innings.
Each team with a challenge left.
Having again
the challenge replay is not working properly here at Busch Stadium. Now it's up on the big screen. Waiting for the pitch. The pitch is a ball. There we finally saw it, just barely off the outside corner. 1-0 on Basayo, tying run at second base with 1 out in the 8th inning. Soriano's pitch. Ground ball, and that's foul past the first baseman down the right field line. Had that been fair, Burleson, I think, would have picked that one up. He was right on the line.
Agreed.
A foul ball and a 1-1 count on Basayo. 22 years old from the Dominican Republic. Very young Oriole lineup. The oldest player in the lineup today is Pete Alonso at 31. There's a ground ball right back to Soriano. He throws to third and out at third base is Gunnar Henderson. Somehow, some way, Blaze Jordan caught the ball, came spinning off the bag and put a tag down.
And Jordan got slid into or twisted something, one of the two, but he's down at third base. Somehow made a great tag. That was not an easy play for anybody there, and I'm not sure what exactly he did.
Not sure it's the knee or the ankle. Chris Conroy is out there. And Baltimore is challenging the call over at third base. The call on the field is out. 1-5 on the play.
Boy, an overturn would add insult to injury here.
Literally. as Blaze Jordan is sitting just beyond the third base bag down the left field line. Chris Conroy is checking his left ankle, and we're looking at the replay here in the booth. And right on top of the call was Jansen Visconti. Blaze Jordan managed to put a tag down. Visconti saw the tag and made the call out. Soriano had trouble getting the ball out of the glove, threw behind Blaze Jordan, who got the glove out there, and then his left foot hit the bag while he was moving over to make the play. And Blaze Jordan is leaving the game. Nolan Gorman is going to come in to play third base. We're waiting the verdict on the challenge at third base.
I think his microphone's not
After
working.
review, the call on the field is confirmed. Runners out.
There we go.
Baltimore will lose their challenge for the remainder of the game.
I actually think maybe the crew chief, I think very wisely, Andy Fletcher, I think that was just compassion there. He waited. I think he was waiting. He knew the verdict, but he was waiting for Blaze Jordan to get off the field, and he had to be helped off by Chris Conroy. Yeah, I think he really hurt something with that leg. I think maybe the foot got lodged against the bag, and that may have made it a pressure situation on his knee. That would be my guess, but let's just hope that that's not a big deal for Blaze Jordan.
So Gorman comes in to play third. He'll be batting second in the bottom of the eighth inning. Instead of the tying run at second base, the tying run is at first now, as the out was recorded over at third. Goes 1-5 on Gunnar Henderson. Pitch up and in, and that goes twisting the batter Christian Encarnacion out of the way for ball one. A fielder's choice on the ball hit back to the pitcher by Basayo, and Henderson is out 1-5, and that was an acrobatic play for Jordan. The pitch jammed him in a foul ball back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike on Encarnacion Strand.
Especially looking at the replay a second time, John, I think he was already hurt when he was making the tag. I think he got hurt reaching out for the ball and twisting his knee or whatever he did.
Twisting his ankle.
Yeah, and then in that pain was able to get the tag on Holiday.
Here's a swing and a miss with a sweeper down and away. No contact by Encarnacion Strand. 1-2. A 1-run game in the eighth inning. The Orioles have scored a run in the fifth, 3-run homer in the seventh inning by Mayo, and a run in the eighth on an RBI double by Gunnar Henderson. Basayo's the runner at first base. Christian Encarnacion Strand back in. A 2-for-3 day for him. He's 8 for 13 in the series. And there's a high fly ball left field. This one is in the park and in Baez's glove for out number 3. Just missed that one.
Thankfully.
But the Orioles made it a 1-run game. We head to the bottom of the eighth. The Cardinal lead has been trimmed to 6-5.
Devers, who drove a single into the right field corner.
High drive, right field, out of here.
He got that one, folks.
He was sitting dead red. He beat him on a breaking ball his first at bat, and the tip-off was that Burns threw him a changeup. So the rest of the at bat, he's sitting on one pitch, and he got it in a 2-strike count, and that's home run number 27. And that was a big boy.
Well, 2-out Thunder.
Biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, you know, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted .406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
We're in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Cardinals at one point had a 6-1 lead that has been trimmed to 6-4 and then 6-5 over the last 2 innings. A 3-run homer in the 7th and then a solo run in the 8th inning. Anthony Nunez will face Joshua Baez. Right-hander against right-hander. Baez swings and misses a sweeper on strike 1. The game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser. Enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. The right-hander's pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. For Cam Sanders, 2 innings out of the bullpen for the Orioles. 1 hit. He walked 1, struck out 4, and he threw 37 pitches. Trevor Rogers gave up all 6 Cardinal runs. There's a strike on the inside corner. The sweeper right at the batter and then over the inside corner. Nunez is ahead of the Cardinal rookie Baez, 1-2.
Nunez was ridiculously good in game 1. He had 5 strikeouts in 2 innings, giving up just 1 hit.
Nunez with the advantage here, 1-2. 1-3. A swing and a miss on the check swing. It's confirmed a swing. The 3rd strikeout today for Baez. Nunez gets his first man, and now Nolan Gorman. Nolan Gorman is getting an at-bat here because Blaze Jordan left with an injury, and Gorman took his spot. Gorman hit a home run in the game last night, part of the Cardinal comeback after being down 7-0. He has 8 home runs, a swing and a miss for Gorman. Nolan Gorman is 1 for 7 in the series with that home run I spoke of, and he has struck out 3 times. The pitch, that's chopped foul off to the right. It's 0-2.
It's a little thing, John, but obviously not a little thing to Blaze Jordan. But part of the joy of hitting a home run in a game is afterwards celebrating with your team, getting the pats on the back, getting the interviews, the attention, and all that goes along with that. But he's not going to be able to celebrate that quite the same way.
Here's a swing and a miss. A changeup strikes out Gorman. He strikes out for the 4th time in the series. Nunez has struck out Baez and Gorman and will go after Ramon Urias.
And it's Riley O'Brien getting loose in the Cardinals pen. He's going to have the night.
Thought we might see Stanek, but it is O'Brien, who has had rugged 9th innings against Cincinnati, Philadelphia, and Baltimore. The pitch in there for a strike, a cutter.
Well, good stretches follow bad stretches. You just don't know when that starts. Let's hope that that's today.
There's a high fly ball down the right field line, and it's going to settle in the lower level for a souvenir. For Riley O'Brien, he was the losing pitcher last night. 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, 17 pitches, 39 pitches on Sunday. With the Phillies down to their last out, he gave up 6 runs. And the pitch goes outside to Ramon Urias, 1-2. 2/3 of an inning, 5 hits, 6 runs, and on the 39th pitch, Schwarber ended the game with a home run into the greenery in center field. The 1-2 pitch outside. He got a save in the game at Cincinnati. The one the Cardinals won 10-9, 1/3 of an inning with 1 hit, and he walked 2.
Yeah, that didn't come
That was
easy.
shaky.
Well, he had a 3-2 count when the bases loaded. I mean, that was not easy.
And McClain hit the ball to the wall,
Yeah.
caught by Jordan Walker to end the game. There's a pitch outside.
Well, for his sake and for the Cardinals' sake, he needs to get his kind of mojo back, his swagger that makes him more feared at the plate. Right now, that's not the case. And, of course, he was an all-star this year, and hopefully he'll feel that as he gets to the mound today.
The 3-2 pitch outside, a 2-out walk to Ramon Urias, and Nathan Church will bat in the Cardinal 8th. See if this 2-out walk is costly to Nunez and the Orioles, as the Cardinals could use a little breathing room. A bullpen day for the Cardinals today, and they're going to need one more good outing out of the pen. A move to first and back safely. Urias just ahead of the tag over there. Nunez with the sign he wants. He straightens. The pitch for Nathan Church. A strike on the inside corner, right at the knees. Very well placed. Nunez out of the stretch with a runner on first, 2 outs. The 1-strike pitch, down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Church today, 2 foul outs to third and a walk. Nathan is sitting on 10 home runs. He has 11 doubles, 2 triples, driving in 44. Church has hit a home run in this series. He checks the swing, takes low. The ball gets away from Basayo and down to second base, Ramon Urias.
Now you don't need a home run. You just need a base hit.
Get a base hit and get a 2-run lead back. With the wild pitch, Urias is in scoring position. So a chance here to make the walk hurt with a single. That ball bounced off the plate, off Basayo's right arm, off his body, and then went on behind him. Urias made it to second with no problem. The 2-1 pitch here for Nathan Church in the 8th inning with 2 gone. A swing and a foul out of play. 2-2. New ball thrown to the mound. Nunez listens in for the sign. Anthony Nunez at 25 years old. Born in Miami, Florida. The 2-2 pitch. High for ball 3. Played college ball at Tampa, Florida. Padres 29th round pick. Number 863 overall. And the way he's throwing the ball right now, one of those late bloomers.
Yep. It happens. Diamonds in the rough.
3-2 here for Church. Pajes on deck. The pitch on the way. A swing, and that ball's looped into left field. Dropping, base hit. And here comes Urias with the run. He scores. A throw back to first, sliding back in safely is Nathan Church, and the Cardinals get that run back. They have a 2-run lead at 7-5 in the 8th inning.
That is a big extra run, and it extends the hitting streak of Nathan Church to 7 games on top of that.
Oh, the 2-out walk and the wild pitch set up an insurance run for the Cardinals, and here is Pedro Pajes.
Do you love 2-out RBIs? I can't remember.
Them.
Yeah, I thought so.
But from a pitching standpoint, I despise the 2-out walks as much as leadoff walks.
Yeah.
They hurt just as much. Ball 1 way outside to Pedro Pajes, and they seem to score as much as the leadoff walks.
They do.
The Cardinals made it count this time. 7-5 Cardinals, out-hitting the Orioles 9-6. Nunez pitches, Pajes swings, and a high fly ball to center field. Colton Cowser waits for it. He has it. Well, let's hold him and go home. We go to the 9th. Riley O'Brien is coming in out of the Cardinal bullpen, with the Cardinals leading the Orioles 7-5.
Mom's got to work, but her rookie caught a fever with no team doctor. But Mercy can't wait.
All right, Ryan, PSA dove in. Do we have them graded?
We do. This is the first set of graded cards from the 2024 Topps MLB Network set.
I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
Now, they all have the same grade, or?
No.
So
Yes,
one
sir.
of us will be like the highest graded card.
Could be. There could be multiple. So first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Let's see what D-Rose. Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
There's a shot deep to left, way back, kiss it, goodbye, home run for Andre Dawson. It's across the street, and the scramble is on.
And it looked like the mailman got it. Andre Dawson delivering the mail, and the mailman getting the baseball.
And you better not mess with the U.S. mail.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Not scrambling. You've got a plan, a Car Shield plan.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Well, over the last half inning, we gave you the information on Riley O'Brien's last 3 outings, 2 losses and a save, even though that save, he had some shaky moments at Cincinnati. He's on trying to save this game for the Cardinal bullpen, and strike 1 is dealt to Dylan Beavers. Beavers, a walk and a run scored on the 3-run homer by Kobe Mayo in the 7th inning. A walk helping set up a run in the 5th. The pitch by O'Brien. A strike on the outside corner, 0-2. The best thing you could do, Ricky, is go right after them.
No question. And, of course, 2 walks for Beavers have been a problem in this game. He scored once, and that he was in the middle of another run in the 5th inning.
The 2-strike pitch in the dirt. Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies and
more.
Visit MLBshop.com/Cardinals. Or what would Polo say?
Mas.
Cardinals.
Oh, those Cardinals. Oh, I thought you meant and more. Y mas.
Well, that too. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and it's being challenged. That looked like a strike.
It did to me, too. It was a sinker that came back over the inside corner, or did it? We'll find out here in a moment.
The answer is strike 3.
Baltimore's out of challenges.
Baltimore's out of challenges with 2 outs to go. 1 out, and Kobe Mayo is up. He is hit into a force play and hit a 3-run homer. The Cardinals couldn't hold the Mayo last time up.
No, they couldn't.
1 out of 3 today. 2 out of 8 in the series with 4 RBIs. The right-handed batter swings, and he pops it up into short center field. Under it is the Cardinals shortstop Fermin. Oh, the second baseman's going to take it. Urias calls and makes the catch. Looked like Fermin had the play in his back pocket, and then Urias said, no, that's closer to me, and it is out number 2.
Wait a minute, I just realized this. Is Mayo really on BLT? Took me all this time to realize that. Finally!
The Orioles are down to their last out. Colton Cowser. The pitch. Ball 1 low, a ground out, a sacrifice fly, and a strikeout for Cowser. He's 2 for 6 in the series with a walk, a run batted in, and the K. The pitch by O'Brien. Right down the middle, 1 ball, 1 strike. O'Brien at 3-6, a 4.02 ERA, his 56th game. He's going for his 34th save in 39 save opportunities. The 1-1 pitch for Cowser. A line drive, base hit center field, and the tying run will come to the plate. Leody Taveras, with a 3-run homer in the first inning last night, has gone 0 for 3 today. Cowser keeps the Orioles alive in this one as the Orioles are playing for a sweep. And the Cardinals are 15-11 all time against Baltimore. But the Orioles have won the first 2 games in this series, winning big on Tuesday 13-1 and rallying to win in the 9th inning 8-7 last night. The pitch, a strike call, 0-1 on Taveras, who was struck out twice.
I like that response to the base hit, him still attacking the strike zone. That's the best thing to do.
Fermin, the shortstop, plays up the middle. Gorman in on the grass at third. Big lead over at first base for Cowser. He goes, a swing and a miss. Missing the sweeper. It's an 0-2 count with the runner at second on indifference. The Orioles are down to their last strike. The pitch on the way. Ground ball right side. Burleson has it. Flips to O'Brien for a Red Bird winner. Taveras grounds out Burleson to O'Brien, and this ballgame has come to an end and set off the fireworks in downtown St. Louis. 5-game losing streak is over as the Cardinals beat the Orioles 7-5, Ricky.
And so happy for Riley O'Brien to get it back again. The velocity upticked a little bit, 97, 98, but he was attacking the strike zone, did give up a hit, but he shut the door, picked up the save. Really good bullpen day for the Cardinals. You take that one inning out, a tough one for Caleb Ferguson, who gave up a 3-run homer, but great work by Graceffo, Brule, and Gastelum, the first 3 out of the gate. And the Cardinals are not swept here today, and maybe the start of something good.
The Orioles dropped to 65 and 69, while the Cardinals are under 500, but they are 67 and 68. A chance to get back to break even tomorrow against the Pirates.
And a chance to at least get to you really want to get to at least an even homestand and maybe take 2 out of 3 against the Pirates, maybe more, but, the Pirates will have something to say about that.
The final today, the Cardinals over the Orioles 7-5, and we'll have more from Busch Stadium after this. The pitch. Mason Wynn hits it hard. Deep left field. That ball's out of here.
Community America Credit Union has been helping people like you and me, shortstop Mason Wynn, to win big for 85 years. Cash back with your free checking. Win. No service fees or minimum balance. Win. Bank anywhere, anytime with their app. Win. So yeah, with Community America, you can win. And so can I. Mason Wynn. Community America Credit Union. Invested in St. Louis. Invested in you.
This is Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol. Championship teams improve every season, and your home can too. Ameren Missouri's Pay As You Save Pays program gives you a free home energy assessment to find easy ways to cut energy waste and lower your bills. If upgrades make sense, Ameren Missouri helps cover the upfront costs so you can get started right away. No loans, no credit checks, just savings. Don't wait. Schedule your free home energy checkup now at amerenmissouri.com/homeenergy.
Chicken and waffles, a cozy combination. Chick-fil-A's got chicken and waffles. Sweet and savory together in a brand new way. Whoa.
Introducing Chick-fil-A's new chicken and waffles. Crispy chicken between 2 maple-flavored waffles with bacon and honey butter spread served with syrup. Available all day long.
Chicken and waffles. Right now we're Chick-fil-A.
Order chicken and waffles all day at Chick-fil-A. Menu switches from breakfast to lunch at 10:30 a.m.
Just like a bat and ball, some things just belong together. Milk and cookies, cheese and crackers, fruit and yogurt. And when it comes to nutrition, dairy just fits. Hi, I'm Brian, a Missouri dairy farmer. Dairy foods are packed with nutrients in every sip or bite, including protein and calcium that help support strong muscles and bones. From breakfast to snack time to game day fuel, dairy delivers nutrition that's always ready to show up. Dairy does more.
Brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care and Missouri Dairy Farmers. Proud to feed and fuel America's pastime. Learn more at gofarmerscare.com.
I believe this one's it's a rookie card, I know, but I feel like it's the first card that I ever, big league card. Obviously, as a kid, trying to get to the big leagues, the dream of making it, but as a kid that had cards, right, as a kid, this is like seeing your card the first time is pretty cool. So that's pretty powerful when you see that card.
Coming off AL Player of the Week honors, where he hit over 400 with 3 homers, Bobby Witt Jr. was all gas, no brakes.
And grounded inside the bag and up the line. Played poorly off the sidewall by Carpenter. How far will Bobby go? And Vance Wilson is going to let him come to the plate. He is in there.
To say Bobby is on a tear is an understatement. His gap-to-gap power and that lightning speed have him among the major league leaders in hits, stolen bases, and WAR. He also just happens to be one of baseball's premier defensive players.
Goodness, that's why he's one of the best in the game.
That is how you win a Gold Glove in back-to-back seasons, and last year earned a Platinum Glove.
Baseball fans are bearing witness to something special.
He's their go-to guy in all situations, whether it's defensively, offensively, running the bases, complete player.
A primetime player in his prime.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
The MLB
walk and went to second on a wild pitch to score that insurance run.
And we may see more of a risk, too, and I'm really kind of holding my breath on Blaze Jordan, who was injured at third base on a play that was a key play in this game. As Soriano got a ground ball back to him, was able to get the lead runner to get a guy out of scoring position. That was Holiday. A really good tag by Jordan at third, but something happened to him, and he had to be kind of carted off or walked off it with a little bit of assistance. So let's hope that that the news on him is good tomorrow.
Well, the Cardinals did not have to bat in the bottom of the ninth inning because Riley O'Brien gave up a hit, but that was all. Left that runner on base, and he picked up the save. That's his 34th save in 39 save opportunities, and he got right back up on the horse.
He did, and that's the best way to do it, to get through a bad streak, is to start a new one and start a positive one. And I thought his mound demeanor was really good, and it kind of belied kind of what's been happening to him lately, or what he's been doing lately is a better way to say it. Doesn't happen to you. You take responsibility for it. But, boy, today he took responsibility, got on the mound, got it done.
You know, you think about it, what do we have? 3 series left within the division.
Yeah, that's it.
And 2 on the last road trip when we go to Pittsburgh and Milwaukee. But Pittsburgh is coming in here for the last home series against a division opponent.
Yeah, it's amazing to think about
White
that.
Sox, San Francisco, and the Nationals coming in on the last homestand.
Yep, so we're kind of running out of days on the calendar for the Cardinals to get back in this wild card conversation.
7-5 Cardinals. I'll have the totals after this.